Hello, my name is Ghostface, and on behalf of all Ghostface, I would like to just please ask the writers of whoever is doing Scream 8, presumably the same people, please do better. Please do better than Scream 7.
Yeah, are you gonna give me my money back?
Well, you said your theater smelled like farts, so they gave you free tickets.
Yes, I was gonna go into that. You blew my cover, man.
You provided the segue, and you didn't tell me. I thought it was a perfect segue.
Oh,
You can't expect me not to follow up with that when you say, "Oh, they need my money back." You want to double dip? They already gave you free tickets, dude.
yeah.
What
Well,
did I get?
they're mailing them. Yes,
What did
yes.
I get? Mail.
Yeah, I know. They wanted my address. So
mail.
yeah. So long story short, I was complaining about the guy farting next to me, and also the fact that the theater, the sound was shit. Like you could barely hear anything. So they
That's
sent
the
me a
word.
follow up email saying like, "Hey, how was your experience at the theater? We saw you went to the 6:30 show," and I told them the truth. I was like, "That smelled like farts, and the audio sucked." And then they're basically saying, "Okay, the audio we can't control because
Why?
I guess it has something to do with it has to be a certain decibel number for the release. So the studios control that." That's what
So
he
wait.
says.
So were they trying? Was the crowd too loud? Is that the argument? Like,
No, I just want to hear it. I just want to hear it blasting, dude.
are
But
you deaf then, dude? Let me tell
I
you.
didn't go to a Dolby Atmos theater, dude.
Oh, you didn't? Well,
No.
I'm telling you, I saw it in IMAX and it was loud as hell.
Well, that's why. Yeah.
But why can it be loud as hell there?
I don't know. They want the money.
I think it's a lie. I think they fed you some shit, dude.
I'm sure they fed me some shit, but then also I told them about the farts, and they said they would investigate the smell, is what they said. And I will send you two free passes. So I am getting 2 free passes of a movie of my choice. So I get to take my wife out to a nice movie again, and hopefully it doesn't smell like farts.
We are gonna put our best 15-year-old protege on the sneak. Can you sneak sniffing, dude? See, we like got a kid sniffing all the seats, dude, one by one. I'd love to see that.
I love that in the email. We're gonna investigate the smell. Let me out. Yeah, sure. The guy eating nachos next to me.
You gotta give everybody a colonoscopy that comes in, dude.
Yeah,
Is that how you gonna
exactly.
investigate it? What's up, King? We're doing all right, man. It's Monday. We don't usually stream on a Monday, so hopefully it's okay with you guys. Hopefully, I wonder if we'll see some irregular people in here because sometimes we have some people that can't make it on certain days. But we're all right, man. We had to do it on Monday because we wanted to talk about Scream 7 because we want to just put a nail in this. We wanted to have a open forum discussion about the film. We put up a spoiler free and spoiler review up if anybody saw those. But that's just sort of us barking at nothing at the ether right after we saw the movie. This is more about you guys. We want to have a discourse, and also sometimes our opinions change over the course of some days. And I could tell you that if you watch that review, my score for it's gone down.
I know. Yeah, you told me about that. One thing I do want to mention real quick: we are streaming on. We're not on TikTok. Excuse me, TikTok yet, but we are on Instagram and we are on Kick. So we're gonna see what Kick is all about. Somebody mentioned that a couple streams ago. You guys on Kick? I'm like, never even heard of it. So now we are.
You never heard of KIK? Kick? It's KIK, right?
No.
Oh, how's Kick spelled?
KICK.
Oh, well, that's a whole different fucking company.
Yeah.
There's no way. They must have rebranded and spelled it differently. There's no way because there was already a Kick, a KIK. That's the one I was telling you about. There is no way another one came out called KICK and didn't get into some legal.
Well, we're on it, so we're live streaming on there. If you're into Kick,
I don't know what any of this shit is, but keep talking Spanish. Yes. Gamer guy, how you doing? Yeah, I almost said RIP. No, hopefully not RIP. No. Bruce Campbell's been diagnosed with cancer. Yeah, he put out a statement, very, very stoic of him, just kind of a very much par for the course in Bruce Campbell fashion. Just letting everybody know, hey, he's got to cancel some events because he's got to prioritize his treatment. So, I wonder what it is because he didn't say what type of cancer it is. I think he didn't want to get too personal with it.
He said it was untreatable. So
he said it was uncurable but treatable.
Uncurable. Sorry.
What kind of cancer is uncurable but treatable? Is he trying to say it's a late stage thing? I don't know. Like what kind of cancer is?
I don't know. I mean, my mom had.
You know what?
She had blood cancer, so I don't think that was ever curable.
Is it? Maybe it's something they can't get to, or like some kind of like brain tumor or something.
Could be. Yeah.
That they really can't operate. It's like, hey, let's just try and treat it. And I don't know, man, but you know, thoughts out to Bruce Campbell. God bless Bruce Campbell. You
Yeah.
know, we've been to at least a couple of cons I know where I've seen him. I've never met him. I've never actually went and got an autograph. Right now, I kind of regret it. You know, that last time we saw him, I don't remember what. I think I saw him at like a Wizard World. It was a big one.
Yeah,
it was Wizard World or something like that. And yeah, I don't know. I just not a huge fan of autographs and stuff. But you know, as I've gotten older and I'm watching more and more of these like icons die, that I'm like seeing myself like, oh, I should have. You know.
and just like go up and talk to him, meet him. Yeah, it's basically what you're spending your money on nowadays.
I think I remember I was tempted to, but his line was huge. And
Mhm.
I remember Ted Raimi was sitting next to him and his line was not huge. It's so funny. Like, all right, how you doing over there, Bruce? I'm doing great. Just mounds of people and fucking but yeah, man, I now, like I said, as time marches on, I kind of regret not like, for example, I regret having such a shitty picture of me and Sid Haig, but I did my best. That's Todd's fault.
Hey, at least he saw the tomato in his mouth, hanging out of his mouth. Dude.
Yeah, fucking in Blurrovision. It's like totally out of
AI can clean that up now, right?
Maybe I might throw it in Lightroom.
Yeah.
And then you know, even musicians, man. Gordon Lightfoot. I love Gordon Lightfoot, and I remember he like a few years before he died, because he died just like a year or two ago, and a few years before that, he played like a performance arts center in like Mesa, Arizona. And it's just one of those things where it's like, it's kind of a drive. I'm so lazy out here now. It's like, I don't know. At the time, I'm like, I don't want to drive fucking almost an hour out there. But now he died. I'm like, fuck, I should have saw Gordon Lightfoot, dude. I should have got
old, dude. I don't like driving after dark anymore, man. I can't drive at night.
But I should have for the gourd.
Yeah.
And I hate that. So yeah, you know, if you get a chance to meet Bruce Campbell and he gets to a state where he can do this stuff again, I know I'm going to meet him now. I bet you $1 million he's going to do gangbusters if he can get back in a con, you know, and you know, gets back to that place. Who else? I don't know. I think that's why I got an autograph from Lance Hendrickson. That one,
yeah, that
was
back. Smart. Yeah,
because it's like, dude, you know, George Romero kind of put a shock into me. Even though I got to meet him, I'm like, man, literally he died like not long after I saw him. Like, yeah, I gotta stop being stingy, man. And as long as they're respectable on prices and they at least give you your bang for your buck, like a Lance, you know, and they'll talk to you and treat you like a human being, I'm all here for it. Let's see here. Just want to say hi to folks before we kind of get into the
absolutely.
Yeah, Scream, dude. So let me just say, yeah, Scream 7, The Search for More Money. It made
that's domestic
and just under 100 million worldwide, at least so far. I don't know if it opened in every territory, but it is the biggest grossing film they've had. So the marketing worked, because this is my biggest bone with this fucking movie is they just baited the hardcore fandom so bad with this. And all of the marketing was, gosh, what is literally the tagline? The tagline is literally face your past. And that's a stretch, because AI Stu, and even if that is like the angle they're going for and they were trying to have the ultimate red herring with that, I don't think it was very convincing at all. No. And she didn't even seem convinced. Like it didn't. How do they expect to fool the audience into like going, maybe?
Well, she was fooled at first, and then she found out it was AI like right away, right? She came in and said that.
When Stu called her reaction, I didn't buy it, because if I saw somebody fucking back from the dead,
it just like, pops up out of nowhere.
It's like all in your face.
Yeah.
It's like, what in the actual fuck? Yeah. And she just, I didn't buy her reaction. It's almost like in the back of her mind, she knew it was AI. And so not even for a second were they trying to fool people with that. And I think they did Matthew Lillard dirty. I mean, he got a paycheck, but so what does he care? But yeah. And like even the poster, like, wait, was that TCM poster was a fan poster, right? That wasn't a real poster.
I don't think that was real.
But I hated all the marketing with the Stu's house, because like if you guys remember that Super Bowl trailer in particular, you know, it's based all around that scene they basically shot for the Super Bowl. I'm convinced. You know, that whole burning down Stu's house,
which was cool, dude. I thought that whole premise was awesome.
It was awesome. It got me so excited for the film, and it just didn't live up to it. because and especially how it had nothing to do with it. Because when you're just watching that intro, you got Stu's house as an Airbnb, which is very realistic. That's what they 100% what it would be today. And the fact that it played into the actual plot, none pissed me off. You're trying to tell me that Ethan Embry, he puppeteered this crazy guy in an asylum, convinced him to drive all the way out to Woodsboro, California, from wherever the fuck Sydney lives now, and burn down Stu's house. First of all, how did he get in the Airbnb?
That's true. Yeah.
Like, did Ethan Embry and the neighbor? What's the neighbor's name? The shitty killer. What's her name? Jessica. Is it Jessica?
I don't
Whatever
remember.
her name is. Basic white bitch. Did they like buy the house on the side and rent it out? No, I don't think so. It's like, so this guy drives all the way to California. He infiltrates Stu's house and then burns it down for what? You could argue, well, to fool people that Stu was alive, but they never really used that. The AI was enough for that. Like, what does that have to do with just call him up on AI? It's not like, you know what I mean? They didn't really use that. It was just for a trailer, and it drove me absolute batshit. And the more I think about this movie, the more I find it offensive, just because the writing is so fucking bad.
It's terrible.
And there's people defending it,
which is fine. I'm glad people like it. It's just not for me. So
it's always going to be divided, but some of the films are a little more divided than others. I would say this is kind of like one of those films like 3, like 6, and like 5, where, half love, half hate or whatever. And the problem is, if we were talking about just some normal mindless slasher, like fucking, sorority house massacre, slumber party massacre, whatever. I mean, you kind of know what you're getting with those. It's just popcorn movie, entertain me with some kills or whatever. You kind of expect the acting to be bad. You kind of expect some of the characters to be bland. You kind of know what you're buying into. The biggest problem is that they, the first Scream set a precedent they could never follow up. They like even down to the twist. That twist in that first Scream movie, mind blowing when it came out. And there's no way in hell they could have ever topped it or kept it going. And it's literally diminishing returns. You can only do Scream one time. And I would argue you could do it actually a couple of times. Like if they had enough time passed, like I like the angle of 2 where a copycat killer, you let some space go by and you have a copycat killer. That's kind of cool. But we're going to have Scream 8 next year.
Yeah.
Like Nev Campbell could have just stayed gone, because the only way that I think the series can really go on is every few movies start over with a new cast. Go to China. Give me Chinese Ghostface. I don't care.
Yeah, that and bringing back Gale and all that. They did bring back the legacy characters, of course, with the AI. You had Scott Foley, you had Dewey, David Arquette, and
Laurie Metcalf. Yeah,
Laurie Metcalf. Didn't bring back Jamie Kennedy. Yeah, they didn't. Laurie Metcalf.
Well, and by the way, guys, I don't want to dig too much into it. Make too much out of it, but I get why AI Matthew Lillard would be old as shit, because they're trying to fool him as if it's modern day Stu and he never died, because he would have aged. Why did Scott Foley, why did he generate old? Maybe, as I'm talking about it, maybe I actually kind of answered my own question. Maybe they weren't always going to go with Stu and he created a Scott Foley one that was going to be still alive. Maybe that was the angle, because Scott Foley looked like he's fucking 50. But he got shot a million fucking times. No, that doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make it, because Laurie Metcalf, Mrs. Loomis, was there and she got shot in the head. So no, I don't know why he made all those, other than to like fuck with him in the house. In that final act, I don't know. But let me see what you want to see what some of these folks.
Yeah, let's see what. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really hoping they get better writers for Scream 8, or at least have Kevin Williamson write it, because the guy basically doesn't know what he's doing with Scream. Yeah, and getting Kevin Williamson on board, it just screamed desperation, because it's like, when you think about it, they're going to get the guy who created Scream, who wrote the first 2 movies and the 4th movie, and they're going to hire him as the director. and he directed Teaching Miss Tingle back in the day, but that's it. But you're going to get the guy that created it, the writer. He's a writer first to not write it. I know he's got a credit, but he just did a punch up. He did a rewrite. He didn't it wasn't his story. It just screamed of desperation, from the marketing to pushing the legacy shit that was a bait and switch, to pushing Stu, to making it like this whole it ends where it begins kind of fucking mantra. It's like it didn't end anywhere where it began. It literally didn't.
So who was the actual writer? Was it Guy Busick, James Vanderbilt, or since you said it wasn't Kevin Williamson that wrote?
Kevin Williamson did a rewrite or helped with some tweaks, and so he did enough to where he got a credit, I guess. But no, I don't know if like those other two guys, if one of them wrote the story and then they both wrote the script, or if if both of them came up with the story and then one of them actually penned the script, something like that. But between the both of them,
because they both did 5 and 6, those are the ones. Those are the writers.
Those guys wrote 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Okay. Wow. Well, I didn't know that. I kind of thought everybody was new on this one. What's up, Occur? Appreciate you and your silver ghost Big Mac.
Hey.
What did you think about the film? Well, we probably have some people we gotta catch up the comments. Honestly, Super Landon says, I really like the movie. Maybe it's because I just love Scream in general, but everyone has their own opinion and I respect that.
No, that's great. No, I'm glad you liked it.
I think it just depends on what you want out of it. Like I was reading a comment earlier on one of our socials where somebody was saying, like, oh, you guys, you fucking unks are so hard to believe, hard to please. It was great. I'm like, no, they were like, it ditched all the goofy shit. It was finally just a straight horror movie. That's where I thought Scream should have been going the whole time. And I'm like, but that is Scream. Like Scream is about the meta stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's, I don't know, if you just want a mindless slasher, you got a million other franchises for that. But only the first one was able to do it where it was that sort of meta thing, but it was also a legit scary movie.
And I wouldn't consider us old heads for our takes. I mean, look at 5 and 6. We like 5 and 6. So,
well, somebody was calling you fucking unk juice because you like 35 millimeter film.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That was so funny. Dude,
people on Instagram are blowing me up for that.
They're like, this is TikTok, dude.
And Instagram. There's been a lot today.
They're like, get the 21st century, Gramps.
Yeah, exactly. Just because I have nostalgia for 35 millimeter.
All you said is
it looks better.
All you said is it was a different vibe that's gone. That's all you said.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm like, well, I mean, he's not wrong. It's a different vibe.
Yeah.
And basically, when you're looking at digital, well, we got that shit at home.
Mm-hmm.
You used to get an unrivaled experience when you went to the theater. And to be honest with you, if they still had that, you still would be getting an experience you don't get at home.
Yes,
because we don't have those projectors.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, that's all he meant. So you guys can all fucking sit down and take a number, dude. So fun. I've been enjoying it personally, like going on TikTok, and because the audiences are different, you guys.
Oh yeah.
You guys, our demo is like mainly our age.
Yeah.
A little bit of spread, but TikTok is, some people creeping up to our age, but below.
And we can have a pretty good conversation on YouTube where it's all like, pretty much name calling on the other platform, which is fine. But
I don't think Roman's very good. I thought Scream, that was the worst thing for the Scream franchise. That's an L take, apparently. Everybody.
People are calling us us dorks for talking about 35 millimeter print. You guys are dorks. It's like, so or movie podcast. What do you expect?
Racing Genius, what's up? Yeah, on a Monday, man. We felt it was appropriate. It didn't make sense to wait until Wednesday. We got to do Dolly.
Yeah,
because Todd and I got a screener for that film Dolly that stars Stifler, Sean Everett Scott, and so we're gonna talk about that Wednesday amongst some other stuff. Sean William Scott. Who did I say?
Sean Everett Scott.
God, who's the guy from American Werewolf in Paris? Everett, what's his name?
Maybe that's him.
But is it really Scott? Did I just mix our two names together?
Yeah. I think you called him that Everett last week too.
I might have. Let me see. That thing you do. He's in that movie too. With Ethan Embry. Which we'll get into fucking Ethan Embry here in a second. Tom Everett Scott.
Okay. Tom Everett Scott.
I mixed them together. Did Scott Everett Scott? Yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Which I did watch Dolly last night, and I'm really looking forward to talking about that on Wednesday. That's gonna be a fun conversation. So come back for that.
I can't watch it until Tuesday night, but I'll get it watched. And so anyway, and Friday was too late to wait on this. I know everybody's been itching to talk about Scream, and most people got a chance to see it this weekend. Apparently, you guys, are of the $100 million. Me too.
Plus,
And,
you have your premiere, your big premiere on Friday. So
it's not a fucking premiere, but it's a festival, and I have to go show the film, and I got to go do a Q&A, and I'm really like getting anxious thinking about it. Like, part of me
why?
yesterday I wanted to back out. Like, I'm not gonna go. I'll just look.
No.
The beauty of having a kid is like the kid can always get sick.
No. You got to spread the Revival House name, man. You need to go there.
I don't
Promote us.
Well, you fucking go there and talk about my movie. You
I
do it.
will. If I lived in Arizona, I'd be there.
Just pretend to be me, dude.
I'll be your understudy, dude.
Yeah. But anyway, that's gonna go down unless something comes up. But I'll go out there and do that. And I'm thinking about trying to record it. We'll see what I can get away with. But let's see here. Sam, how you doing, bro? I like the movie quite a bit, especially compared to 4, 5, and 6.
Nice.
Something for everybody. Everybody's
Yeah.
different, man. And I stand by that. That's the good thing about this franchise. Love it or hate it. It's like everybody's got a different like getting on and getting off point with it. It's so funny that every movie can kind of feel different, and yet for the most part, except for this one, they follow the same fucking formula. This one followed a formula, but where they kind of like got away from it is they killed the third Ghostface like 30 minutes in the film or whatever it was. That was like different. It almost makes it seem like it was a red hair, like a dummy or what. But no, he was a legit Ghostface. He was a legit. He just happened to get killed early. Like for once, he didn't make it to the end reveal, which is kind of funny. In hindsight, I think that's kind of cool because I'm always bitching about like, God, how do these Ghostface how come nobody fucking just doesn't wreck one of these? What happens if one of these Ghostface gets wrecked in the middle of the operation?
The guy in part 6 died in the first 5 minutes, right?
But he wasn't like part of the plan. He wasn't part.
No, but
he was doing his own
Ghostface.
But he was more or less just a side thing. Like this guy was part. Had he not gotten smashed by Gail Weathers' car, he would have been at the end with the reveal too.
Which she shouldn't have been in the film, man.
Yeah, that's another thing because they just shoehorned in these legacy characters. You got the Meeks twins and you got Gail, and at least 6 Gail saw some action in her apartment. And she showed up in. Was she at the end? I know she's at the end, but was she in the final showdown or no? No, I don't think Gail was.
No,
because there's too many other stars. Yeah, she wasn't, but she saw some action, and then she was obviously at the end in 5, but not for long though. She got shot right at the front door. Remember, like, oh, go get him, and she's like, fucking sideline while Sydney did all the work, and this one she shows up, she does her fucking interview with Sydney. She shows up and she helps Sydney investigate the whole Stu nonsense, and she never shows back up at the end. It's like she disappears. Sydney has the final showdown with the big reveal, and Gail's nowhere to be seen. Like she just does fuck all. But no, that's her character. The thing that she did do in this film is when they were hunting for clues on Stu, they did go to the hospital and probe for information, just like Hannibal Lecter, except they didn't find Hannibal Lecter. They found Ethan Embry, and the second you see Ethan Embry, you're like, that's the killer.
Yeah.
Because he just spoon-fed him the perfect answers to put them on the wrong path. And Gail pisses me off so much because you are literally an investigative reporter. Had she just asked one more person or decided to follow up on that guy's answers, game over. All she would have to do is stop on the way out on whoever runs that building and be like, hey, we just talked to this fucking balding guy from Vegas Vacation. He said that John Doe, he said all this shit and Stu, and is this true? Like, no, what the fuck? Get in here. Rusty, you're fired. Done. But like, she literally didn't investigate. She did what I could do. Fucking stupid.
Is she retired? She might be retired.
She was active. She was rebranding.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
she was because she was like hosting TV shows and shit. And in this movie, she was rebranding herself as like a hard edge journalist, like independent journalist. And she had the Meeks twins.
She was training the twins. Yeah.
Yeah, but she was getting back to her roots and doing that stuff. And And she must have lost her step because that's a piss poor journalism. Josh, how you doing, brother?
Hey,
Kevin
Josh.
Williamson said today in an Esquire interview that they shot a scene at the end with Stu alive, but cut it due to test audiences. Dude, I would have fucking hated that. I would have hated it all the same if Stu was alive. Because
Yeah, we talked about us having Stu alive. I mean, he didn't even need to be part of any of it. But
it was just, it doesn't even make sense why they were using Stu, because their motives made no sense. So I love when Ethan Embry shows up and he's just like, oh yeah, the AI, it was a cinch. I used to work for Google. Done. What? And now you're a fucking orderly like Ben Stiller and Happy Gilmore at a psych ward? I don't like, what's your story, brother?
You're
But
in my
anyway,
world now, Grandma.
whatever. He used to work for Google. That'll explain it. There was
I know AI because I used to work for Google.
there were so many easy write-offs in this movie for the writers, dude. Fuck them. And then, but so he really didn't. I'm guessing his motive was he was in love with Jessica or Jennifer, whatever the hell her name is. Maybe they don't really even get into that. But the person with the motive, I guess the Billy of this movie, is the neighbor. And talk about a weak ass motive.
Terrible.
Okay, so I don't know how long Sydney has lived in this new neighborhood. Maybe she's been there a long time, whatever. I don't know. But her neighbor is her best friend. And when she went away in Scream 6, which by the way, they never let you fucking forget about in this movie, it does nothing but glaze Nev Campbell nonstop and say, where did you go, Sydney? Where did you go? Where did you go? Why did you leave? She must have left for fucking a week, guys. For fuck's sake. She can't go on vacation. You know how long it took for Scream 6 to get wrapped up? Like a weekend? Like what is the big fucking deal? And but so the girl, her best friend Sydney, left town for a fucking getaway. And while she was gone, she read that book she was pitching in 4, I guess, Out of the Darkness or whatever it's called. And she says it inspired her to kill her husband. All this while she went away. And then when she went away, she felt like her friend betrayed her when she was going through all that shit. And that was her reason. She got committed, and then she met Ethan Embry, and then together they had a menage a trois with that one crazy guy, Carl. What is his name? I don't know. I think Carl, maybe. Whatever. His name's Carl for this purpose. And they just kind of got him into it. Like, yeah, you're crazy, which I could get behind. The third guy.
Carl, the first Ghostface.
Yeah, whatever his name is, the crazy guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, the guy that got hit by the car by Gale.
Yeah.
And he's my favorite. He's my favorite Ghostface in this because he did all the cool shit. He did the intro scene, which was great. He did the hanging McKenna Grace at the dance at the
that
theater.
Was cool. Yeah.
He did the cool, and he did the whole stabbing through the walls and the first rough house with the husband and all that shit. He pulled all the heavy lifting, and he had nothing to gain from doing it. He was just literally like, I kind of liked his aspect. Like if the actual real masterminds had a good motive, I could get behind them roping in a third dummy that was just nuts, like unleashing a Michael Myers type, just to fucking. That's kind of cool. Like one guy with no real motive. But
I am looking forward to rewatching this when it comes out on home video, because I just want to
fucking unk home video.
What's wrong with
home video, dude? The home box office. I can't wait. Fucking unk. Sorry, I'm gonna call Todd Unk now, dude.
You call me Unk all you want, man.
They're like, oh, it's fucking Unk take. That's what they're all saying on TikTok, dude. Sorry, I can't get past it. Go ahead.
No, I'm looking forward to the home video because I don't know if the farts or the sound was something that really drove me away from maybe giving it an extra star. I don't know. So I am going to give it the benefit of the doubt, and I will rewatch it after it comes out on home video.
If I'm looking at it in a broad sort of overall just slasher movie, like I rate it differently because there's no Scream movie I can't watch.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like, oh, terrible fucking movie. It's not Mac and Me or something. So when we're being hard on a particular film in the franchise, we're grading it on the scale that Scream is created for itself. And yeah, I mean, as a mindless slasher, just want to enjoy yourself for a couple of hours. It's got good sound design. I like the look of the film. I mean, I don't mind it being sort of good. I don't mind it being scaled down in a small town. I dig it. And some of the sequences are really good, even though they don't make fucking a lick of sense. I love the intro. I hate the intro at the same time because it fucking just baited us for no reason. But the intro's cool. Like Todd said, the McKenna Grace kill at the theater was cool.
I didn't like the shop owner or the shop scene. I thought that was pretty
boring.
And the fact that like she's running, she has the phone and she's running like, oh, I'm not going to get there in time. Grab the gun.
Let me just tell you, if she decided to take off, I mean, can you not run and fucking talk?
Exactly.
But I like the house scene, where they're hiding in the walls.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm telling you, the first like 30 minutes is solid.
Mm-hmm.
And and the bar scene's fun enough. The kill with the tap, they put Crazy Kid.
Yeah.
Basically the killer's own somebody in the chat was trying to tell me, is her name Jennifer? I think her name's Jennifer. Somebody was trying to tell me that, is it Jessica? Fuck, who gives a shit?
She's the Ghostface, yeah.
Somebody was trying to tell me Jessica was the one that killed her son. I'm like, Jessica did not lift her fucking teenage son up in the fucking air. I don't even buy that Ethan Embry's old ass could do that, but let's just assume it's definitely not the woman. But I got into a whole like friendly debate about this. I'm like, because she's like, well, she even said she killed his son at the end. Like, no, she didn't. She just said he had to go. He was just like his father. She didn't say she was the one that did it. But I don't buy Ethan Embry. You see him in this movie, dude, he looks frail, like 5'8". I'm like, this guy is not lifting anybody up. Everybody gets that Ghostface strength, dude, when they put the fucking mask on. I don't understand it, dude. Anyway, what's up, Wild Wrangler? You know what? I haven't seen you in a minute. Maybe the Monday helped you out because
it's good to see you, Wild. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, take care, brother. You're probably already gone, but yeah, for sure. Did you put in the title here that there's spoilers?
No.
Well, I think it's without saying. Final thoughts, yeah.
Final thoughts, yeah. I mean, it's been a weekend. I mean, come on.
2 days. God, you have kids, dude. You know that's not enough time sometimes.
No, I get it, but
Super Landon show. I thought the AI stuff is stupid and the killer reveal was weak, and I wish it would have been longer. I don't. I don't. To me, it's like the timing. I felt like it had besides like a little bit of a lull in the setup between Sydney and her daughter, and the husband, just kind of like getting to know them and doing that whole like Halloween H2O thing with like her and Josh Hartnett. It's kind of the same thing. That was a little bit of a lull, but I felt like it didn't last more than 10 minutes. Otherwise, I think it was tightly paced. Usually Scream films are tightly paced, in my opinion. Even for 2-hour-long movies, they're pretty good in that regard. I wish I could have seen more Sydney and Tatum together, but it had some great kills.
How much money do you think that Roger Jackson got for doing the voice for all of these Scream movies, dude? You think he got pretty hefty check?
Guess what? He wasn't even in this fucking movie very much because they kind of like bypassed the whole phone "Hello, Sydney," and it was just all AI video calls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
There really wasn't. Like, how many times did he actually? When she got the first call, the beginning call when the boyfriend was doing it, that was him, and then when he first called Sydney and said, "Oh, I'm not hiding this time," and then Stu calls up acting like fucking the ShamWow guy. I always had a thing for you, Sydney. Like a fucking Muppet, dude. He's going.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Which doesn't necessarily. People were talking about how much that bothered him, but like, well, it kind of makes sense because if it's a guy like doing AI and doing his best impressions of what they. First of all, Ethan Embry has no right or way of knowing how Stu acted or talked.
You
know what I mean? Unless, like I said, unless Sydney and everybody really gave really good notes to the Stab people and they did him justice in the Stab movies. But then again, the person that wrote the book was Gail, and Gail wasn't in the fucking house, and Gail never had any interaction with Stu really in the first movie to really get to know him. You know what I mean? Like, so there's all kinds of little things you just have to like look past in the Scream franchise.
Okay, so I looked it up to see how much he probably made. The original trilogy likely around $5K to $15,000 per film. Legacy era $15,000 to $30K a film, and then
it's easy work.
And then the later films about 25,000 to 75,000 per film.
That $75K is a good paycheck for
Yes.
that job.
Yes.
Because it's really a day. It's really an afternoon in a sound booth. It's
Mhm.
not anything. And to be honest with you, speaking of AI, they can do his voice with AI. They don't really need him, or
Well,
you can get somebody
I don't think they can because of the unions and everything.
probably, but they could literally get somebody else. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's other people that could do the screen voice.
Sure.
You know, so but that's a great paycheck. I mean, I wouldn't
Yeah.
complain about that at all. And he gets all that convention money because he does the cons.
Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
sure.
that's where the money is now for him. It's not these.
Well, I mean, he does tons of voice acting for video games and stuff like Mortal Kombat and all those. So
Haven't seen Scream 7 yet, and the same goes for my sister. Okay, so maybe earmuffs because we're talking about the film. I'm sorry, bro. Todd didn't put spoilers in the top. I think it speaks for itself, but
yeah.
well, that's what we're just going to tell Todd to make him feel better. I'm just kidding. Super Landing. Kevin Williamson said he shot a scene where he confirms that Stu was alive, but he came to the decision that fans wanted him to stay dead. I don't know, dude. I don't know what fans wanted. I really don't, because I thought it would have been, they almost had their cake and ate it too. Like there was that little moment where they were kind of trying, because when Ethan Embry exposed himself, he's like, I worked for Google. Oh, and Stu. And I'm like, I didn't fall for it for a second because it was clearly her, the woman it was no longer a stunt guy. She has like small limp shouldered. It was the woman, but they were trying, but I'm wondering at that point, they had fully committed to that Stu was AI. Ha ha ha. So they could have like double faked you out and then really had Stu come out. And I'm like, that could have been an option, but I don't know if it would have, seeing him so much on a screen would have ruined his reveal for me. Like, oh, well, we've already seen you the whole movie, and that's really and I don't want to see Matthew Lillard in Scream 7. I just don't. I think I like the first film untouched.
They'll probably throw him in Scream 8, I'm sure.
Well, no, yeah. Well, there's always the door open for him to actually really be alive. And because you know what? I don't think they really ever investigated too deeply all that shit about his records. They just kind of took it at face value, and then they took it at face, they took it at they saw where the shit was altered, like, oh, Stu could be alive. And then all they hear from that point on is Ethan Embry going, what? You actually thought Stu was alive? That'd be dumb. Okay, so for all we know, they could sit there and write it that they had nothing to do with the records they read, and Stu really is alive. I don't put anything past Scream at this point, because they're going to have to start really, really reaching into the bag of.
I still like my Eric Roberts take. I know it's been done before, but they need to bring him back.
Eric Roberts?
Yeah. Emma Roberts. He's got to avenge his daughter, remember?
Oh, like fix that Eric Roberts hasn't been in the fucking movies. Well, yeah, I thought it was a great idea too, because it's like it could be all uber meta. It's like not only is he avenging his slain daughter Jill, it's the actor. He's slaying I'm slaying my actor daughter who played Jill.
Yes.
And yeah, I would love it. But I think Eric Roberts is too good. I'd rather him do Sharktopus 3 or whatever.
Human Centipede 4.
King, the only thing I didn't like about 7 was the Dewey AI. He didn't even look like Dewey. It just seemed like he told David Arquette to do whatever he wanted, even when his hair was wrong. Scott Foley was old. David Arquette, I thought David Arquette looked like David Arquette more or less. But I was distracted by Scott Foley, dude.
Yeah.
They should, and that's actually my it's possible they asked more people. Like maybe they asked what's her face? Jill to come back, because Jill more or less could pass for, put a little makeup on her. She could pass.
She's not that old. She's like in her 30s, right?
But it's been like 15, 16 years since that movie.
Yeah, but you get past that.
But she could pass because she's not like old yet.
Yeah.
But maybe not her. So maybe they did ask everybody. But I'm thinking, well, maybe that's why we didn't see people like Mickey, because Jamie Kennedy, because it's like, God, Dewey looks more or less the same as in 5 when he died. And then maybe they're like, well, Scott Foley looks old, but maybe people won't think about it too hard if we're not, doing side by side. Just never mind. He's got fucking Reed Richards gray hair. Forget it. But if they would have put in old ass fucking
Randy looks completely different.
Timothy Oliphant, who's older.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But he looks healthy and good, right?
Yeah.
But Randy,
Yeah.
Randy's a fat schlub and he's got like long wispy hair, dude. And yeah, I mean, I think it would have taken you out of it. Like, God, this guy was obsessed with doing AI old people, dude. It doesn't make any sense. Hey, what's up, Lisa? She's Hannah with her guts when she was in the apparatus. It didn't bother me though. Who was Hannah again?
Hannah was the wasn't it the one on the
dance studio?
The dance?
That McKenna Grace?
yeah,
If that's who we're talking about, that was cool when he was slicing away at her and he sliced.
yeah, that's McKenna Grace.
Oh,
yeah.
and he gutted her.
That was cool.
That was once again, that was my boy Carl or whatever.
And that's what we were saying. There's some cool kills in this that are memorable, especially for the Scream franchise. It's just that was probably some of the best parts of the film.
Hey, what's up, Mendoza? Say,
Hey.
Maybe Monday's good for you too, bro. It's nice seeing you. And Billy the Kid, what's going on, dude? Haven't seen you in a minute.
Billy.
You guys must like the Mondays, man. Not gonna lie, I immensely enjoyed Scream 7 up until the killer reveals. I honestly think most of it was solid. And if you take a closer look, I think it's more to it than you think. Saw it twice. I'm seeing this take more than any other take, that people actually like the movie until the reveal. I found problems with the movie. While it was overall enjoyable, it's fine. I found like all kinds of problems that were taking me out of it throughout the movie. But most people I'd say are like you, where it's just like the reveal, but you don't let that sort of hamper the whole experience for you. They just tried really too hard on the red herring stuff. It was clever to me in the first movie, but this one, the boyfriend, they like yet again, they've made it clear that he's like suspect number one because he's the boyfriend. It's always the boyfriend. He's Billy 2.0. And after the bar scene, Nev Campbell's daughter, Tatum, runs out and she goes to his car and he's sitting in the front seat and he's got his laptop just sitting there open with fucking him side by side of him doing AI stew videos. And then of course she like, oh my gosh, she beats the shit out of him with the laptop. She's like, I just want to see if I could do it. Why though? Why?
How difficult could it be, right?
Look, you're suspect number one. You trying to leave a digital fucking footprint? Like, oh yeah, this is the guy. Look, he's done it. He's got it all loaded up on his fucking shit. It's so stupid. And like Todd even said to me in private, he's like, you just throw it in ChatGPT, it'll tell you. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's fake or real and all this shit. And he's supposed to be like the computer science guy or like knowing AI or whatever. And another forced red herring is, so had he known what he was talking about in that field, he would have been able to look at it or throw it in ChatGPT and be like, yeah, this is definitely AI. But if he says, oh no, it looks really real, look at the pixelation, looks real, then if he doesn't do that, then we don't have a red herring. But he should have known, like, oh no, it's fucking not real, guys. But yeah, the dumbest thing in the world was that his car, dude, that fucking laptop.
It was ridiculous.
So stupid. What else? What were their problems in the film? Oh, I don't mind Joel McHale. Todd didn't like him at all, but
no,
it wasn't that scene weird where we're introduced to Billy 2.0. She sneaks through their daughter's bedroom, and Sydney comes in. As soon as Sydney comes in and is really quite gentle with escorting him out and all that stuff, I'm thinking, oh, okay, the dad must be working late. Then Sydney goes back to the room, and the dad's just in bed. Like, how did it go? Do you think they're having sex? Like, what the fuck, dude? A guy's coming through your daughter's bedroom.
Dude.
And he's a cop, dude.
He would get wrecked, dude.
I just don't understand that.
Yeah.
It really blew me away. I'm like, all right, that's a cool dad, I guess. I don't know. I'm flat asking if his daughter's having sex, dude. Good Lord.
And then the Meek twins. I mean, they're shoehorned in, they're out of place, which I like the Meek twins. Like, I liked them in 5 and 6, but they were terrible in this one. And they were just so out of place. It just took me out of the film.
Same with Gail. They serve no purpose.
Yeah.
Somebody in a chat somewhere was saying, well, the only purpose they served was getting everybody to go to the bar. Anybody could have did that.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, their friend Chloe or whatever her name was.
Chloe could have. Yeah.
She literally worked there. But hey, come on over to the bar. Let's have some drinks. Keep me company. They didn't need the Meek twins to do it. The Meek twins were totally injected just to have like a tether from the last 2 films, which, by the way, not that this really bothers me that much because, a few years have passed. maybe relationships came and went. But last time we saw Chad, he was getting it on with Jenna Ortega, and they had a thing. And I'm just kind of surprised that they never really came up in this. You know,
Yeah.
the only reference there was, I think it was them talking about like always right. No, I'm never right about this or whatever. He's like, what did she say? He's like, oh, but you know, she referenced it's like, but you know, I've seen Stranger Things, like, you know, but Billy Loomis had an illegitimate child,
Yeah.
and so there was like some kind of throwaway line.
That was the
there.
only thing. Yeah.
And that doesn't really bother me. But if they were such a huge part of I mean, they had 2 movies where
They were the
like
core 4, man.
and now they were nothing. It's like, oh, all hell Queen Sydney, she's back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's read another comment. Oh, hold on. Interview says that the test audience didn't like it. You know those little cards they have you fill out, like if you've ever been a part of a test audience. The problem wouldn't have been the reveal that Stu was alive or not. The problem would have been just the AI shit in general. My problem with it would have been like, you guys lied to us. This intro was great. It had nothing to do with anything. It literally makes no sense for that crazy John Doe Carl guy to go all the way out to Woodsboro, burn down the house, and for what?
I thought, I was kind of hoping that would be the finale where they're burning down the Stu house, like they were all in the Stu house or something like that.
But we couldn't go back to Stu's house again after 5 and have a showdown there. You know what I mean?
If they burned it down, it'd be cool.
I like the angle they went with where it started the film. I thought that was cool, but it only works if it really was personal and there was a better twist on who that person was. Dude, at this point, I thought Stu coming back was too obvious at this point and stupid, and I thought he's dead. Like, this is dumb. I would have honestly taken the route of like, hey, it's Stu's fucking brother, or God, even his long lost twin brother, like a soap opera. I'm Stu's twin brother, Drew, whatever. I mean,
or else they could have had like, okay, they go back to Stu's house and he's cryogenically frozen in the basement and they thaw him out
with the TV on his head still.
Yeah.
Why? But why? Just, gosh, I feel like they could have worked that angle so much better, and somehow made it personal. But whatever. What can you do? I was one of the last people to be able to meet Tony Todd before he unfortunately passed away. I still have his autograph hanging up. You got to meet him.
Yeah, I got to meet him at a haunted house, and he signed my Night of the Living Dead VHS. He was super nice guy. He gave us a sound bite. This is probably like 2011. This is like right when you started out.
Oh yeah, that was early. Like, and this is back when we were known as Behind the Mask. And
yeah,
did he do something like, he's like, you're getting down with Red Rocket?
Yeah,
like my old, he's like our old radio names.
Listening to Behind the Mask. Check it out.
You listen to Behind the Mask with Lush.
Super nice guy. I love Tony Todd.
Yeah, hopefully he'll cross off Serena and many other Power Rangers actors at some point. Oh, Serena Vincent. Yeah, because she was a Power Ranger time.
Yeah.
I mean, no disrespect to Serena Vincent, but I'm probably not wasting any money on her autograph personally. I still am not a big autograph hound. There's just a couple of people like I probably really wouldn't. Look, if the price for admission these days is you have to buy something to like fucking meet them, because it feels like you got to. You can't wait in those lines. You feel like an ass. Like, oh, I just want to come through and shake his hand. Oh, you want to waste his time? But it didn't used to be like that. But now it is, because it's like the handlers are there first and they're asking you what you want, taking your money. I don't know what they would say. Like, oh yeah, I don't want to buy anything. I just want to like look them in the eyes. Like,
and I'm kind of right there with you. I've never been like a huge autograph guy, but nowadays, like I would want to get some autographs from directors, like you know, if like a Clive Barker or somebody like that, or
Clive,
John Carpenter, I would go out and pay that just to get
I would actually, I wouldn't get all of the Cenobites. I would get all the Cenobites if I could get all the Cenobites, but I wouldn't just get like the female Cenobite. I would get Doug Bradley at this point just because I love Hellraiser, a really cool 8x10. If I had a way of getting, because they've done events where it's like a reunited cat, if I can get enough of them, yeah. We went to the last con we went, Mad Monsters. One of the booths was selling. They had gotten an autograph from like a whole bunch of them, and I was tempted just to get it. Like, I don't really like, how much do I care about being the one to get the signature or not? and it wasn't priced bad. I'm like, God, it's pretty fucking cool, and it was a cool picture. But I think it was it last year that around my parts they had a Hellraiser reunion. Like,
Yeah.
oh god, yeah. So if I can get them all together, I probably would. It's just so much money; it adds up. And I'll tell you what, we're going to Mad Monster this year, and I'm going to get Warwick.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Warwick's a legend, dude. I love Leprechaun.
Yeah.
And obviously people love Willow and people love Harry Potter and they love Star Wars. He's been a part of all these, but at a horror con, it's all about that Leprechaun, baby. But Star Wars nerds and Willow geeks kind of cross over to horror, so you never know which gets more action. But I love Warwick, dude. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna set aside some money to get those cute little hands, little nubs to sign me something.
Is it gonna be in a Leprechaun 3 one sheet or something?
He has to like grip the pencil with his whole fist, dude. I hope.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk.
He just has like an ink pad, dude. It puts his hand on it. I love Warwick, dude. It's all in jest.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Who else is? We haven't even checked out that lineup in a long time.
We will.
We got to see if it's updated. And yeah, man. And of course, we're going to Living Dead weekend in June, and there's going to be some folks there that I might have to, talk to or say hi to or get something from.
And that one, I'm just more excited to go there and talk to people, and meet people that I've online that I've talked to and that sort of thing.
When I met George, I regret not getting something. I do. I should have got one of his signed scripts, dude.
Yeah,
because like I could have got it from him, even though it's like a reprint. Whatever. It's kind of anybody could do that. I can print out copies of the fucking Dawn of the Dead scripts. But just because it was him and I could have got him to hold it and I could have got him to sign it. Like I should have did it, dude. And I'll never forget as I'm leaving that convention, I was literally in the parking lot like, man, I'm going to regret that. Like maybe I should go back in. And I'm like, no, I kept walking the whole time I was walking to my car after I stopped. I'm like, I'm going to regret this.
Terrible feeling.
I said it. I could have went back in there. I still have my pass. There was nothing stopping me from walking back in there and just going up to him like, hey man, can I get this? I don't know why I could. At the time, I was probably a little more strapped. Maybe that was it. It was like the money, because I don't think it was super cheap, dude. I think it was probably like $100 or more. It was
sure.
But anyway, I think that was Carl that burnt down Stu's house. I don't think it was Ethan Embry. And it definitely wouldn't. Yeah, it was 100% Carl. Carl did everything up until he got smashed by Gale, which all that served was an intro for Gale that was crowd pleasing, a comedic effect, because it was like the timing of the smash and the whole. And I loved it. It was kind of cracking me up a little bit where he's like smashed, and even like the cop, the dad's like, let's see who's under that mask. It was literally Scooby-Doo. Let's see who's and it was that one guy that gave her the stink eye at the coffee shop. And I hate that. It's like I said, we already said, as soon as you saw Ethan Embry, you knew he was a killer. When Todd can attest, he was on a stream. As soon as we saw him on the cast, I was like, that's a fucking killer.
Yep, absolutely. We called it out because
and when he's only in one scene, they're not wasting Ethan Embry.
Yeah.
And just like what he said. He didn't have to be a celebrity actor for him to be given away. And then honestly, the neighbor character was a weird add-on. She had 1.5 scenes too, so it's like she's really sus. And but when she clearly knew how to get into the coffee shop, she used the code. I'm like, okay, fucking her.
Yeah,
there's nobody else that couldn't be. Billy says, I think Stu burned the house down at the beginning, and I think real Stu was at the high school. And in the first video call to Sydney, every other call, his face and scars are too smooth and different. AI. Okay, so you think the scars in the first video looked good? I'm like, damn, if this is real, I want his doctors, dude. Because if his doctors could fix that mess, that meatloaf, that mashed potatoes on top of his neck after that TV, what do you think they could do for me?
I don't know. He's probably going to the same person Gale's going to.
Bro, I was like, I got acne scars worse than the fucking scars on his face, dude. It's absolutely insane. And just but you know what? I'm not calling you wrong, Billy, because here's the thing. I don't put it past the writers of any Scream movie to go back in time and do what everybody's talking about. Because we've had people in the chat. I don't remember if it's King or one of you guys goes on about you think that Matthew Lillard was in 5. Like, I think he was actually he's the guy that killed this guy in 5, and he's been like working behind the scenes the whole time. I don't I wholeheartedly don't think that at the time of the making those films, that's what the truth was. But that doesn't mean they can't pull a Roman later and do this. The thing is all these fans talking about this speculation, all you're doing is giving the writers fuel because they're lazy writers. They're literally just taking what you guys want. And, what's up, Leo Letty? It's a cool name.
Hey, Leo.
Seven is very flawed, but 3 and 6 are worse. 3's too silly, and Roman sucks. My man. 6 goes full with Richie's whole family becoming serial killers. First of all, I agree with you on 3. Nothing will ever be worse than 3.
Yeah, I hate 3 too.
You know, at least 7 feels like a horror movie. Kind of more of a shallow horror movie, very straightforward. It's stripped of anything that makes it scream, but it's still a horror movie.
Better kills in 3, I'll tell you that.
3 just doesn't feel like a horror movie to me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's just it's too silly to. That was probably the self-aware. That's where it had gotten. And obviously they're in LA on a movie set and stuff like that. So I get it.
6 gets better with age too. I would say keep rewatching it. It's a lot of fun. Just turn your brain off. It's a fun Scream movie.
Well, I was like you. I hate it, and I still hate the killer reveals in 6.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's lazy writing. I think it's just terrible. But after watching 7, at least they have a motive. It's as far-fetched and silly as it is, like, oh God, his whole family's coming for revenge. At least it's better than my best friend left town for a weekend, and she wasn't there to support me with my husband, and so I want to dress up as Ghostface and burn down Stu's house for some reason and get some guy that can AI, and none of it makes sense.
Yeah,
none of it makes a lick of sense. So, and as Todd has pointed out in the last few weeks, 6 is fun. Like, it's got different settings. It shakes it up a bit. Unlike this movie, it's not very contained. There's a lot of sets, a lot of locations and stuff in it, and it's pretty cool. And the kills are really, for a Scream movie, fairly unique, because Scream, it feels like, as much as I love it, it's just kind of a lot of stabby stab. Every night you get someone gutted or whatever, and that's cool. But like a traditional slasher back in the day, it was all about how inventive can we make each kill. You can't, Friday 13th 5 can't repeat any kills from 4. It's like, okay, how can we have Jason kill the person this time? Okay, in Halloween 2, how can Michael Myers keep up with the Joneses, aka Jason? And how do we make him kill somebody different each time? He did the knife thing in the first one to death. Okay, so we'll give him a scalpel. Okay, we'll put a syringe in a doctor's eye. We'll have Jugs McGee nurse in the hot tub, whatever, and have her big boobs coming up and all that stuff. And 6 kind of does that, because we get a little bit of that. We get the dismemberment, the freezer guy, even though it's off screen. We've never seen Ghostface dismember.
Bathtub kill.
The bathtub off-screen kill. That was a great. I mean,
eye stab. I love that one.
I love off-screen kills. If they're done right, they could be cool, and I love that. Who's the guy in the fucking bathtub? Yeah. It was genuinely funny. I was actually genuinely laughing at that. And
Detective Bailey's freak out is. I mean, it's it's cheesy. It's dumb, but it's funny too. And the fact that he gets stabbed 1,000,000 times at the end was pretty funny.
The gosh, like stabbed like 100 times. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Chad getting stabbed by 2 ghost faces like 100. And he's just like, what did I say? It reminded me. Oh, it reminded me of Kill Me Kate. It reminded me of when he's getting stabbed by both ghost faces, and he's just like not even like wincing, and he's just telling her, just go. It reminds me of From Dusk Till Dawn when the Asian stepbrother is getting eaten by the vampires, and it just kill me, Kate.
Yeah,
kill me, Kate. I always wondered who's like, what producer's son was that in Dusk Till Dawn, because he's like the worst actor.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't think he's ever been in anything else, and all his lines are so terrible, dude. Kill me, Kate. Let's see. Matthew Lillard did a Q&A after Scream 7, and he said they set up Stu still being alive perfectly. What's up, Malicious Clouds? How you doing, bro?
Malicious.
That's a killer beard, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been watching some of that stuff too, and 100%, I still think in their mind Stu could still be alive. I think in the Scream universe, it's starting to become like Marvel Comics now, where nobody's ever really dead. So whatever, they can do whatever they want. I'm sure Matthew Lillard would love it. I think he's already been pretty clear about that. Like, oh, I hope they bring him. He's an actor. Of course they wanted to bring him back.
Yeah, I saw him going to some screenings or whatever.
saw
with
that
fans,
too.
which is cool. I mean, I'm glad he's doing that and embracing it and all that
When
stuff.
he came
so.
out to that theater after he got done, he surprised him after they done watching it. Everybody, of course, was cheering and stuff like that. But if Matthew Lillard came into our theater after I saw that movie, I would have been like, I would have felt bad for him. Like, dude, this is what you've been hyping up. You talked into an iPhone for fucking an afternoon, and that's what and it wasn't even you.
Well, he's probably hyping it because he knows he's going to be back. So
I'm not doubting you. I bet you $1 million
Mm-hmm.
either they're going to add it later, or they're even kind of talking about it. Like, hey, that's how else are they going to try and dupe people again? Like, well, here's how we dupe them in 8. We double fake him out, and Stu is alive. But at this point, was that all a lie? Didn't we hear that he was signed like a 3-picture deal? Was that all just kayfabe?
It probably was kayfabe. I'm sure. I don't know,
man.
Who knows?
Just bring them all back. Bring Mrs. Loomis back. She survived the bullet to the head. Bring Mickey back. He survived all those bullets. Who else can we bring back? Don't bring back Roman.
Maureen.
Bring back Maureen. Bring back the Maureen visions, dude, with like with the Sherry Moon zombie, like white gown, dude. She's like in the mirror. And bring back, who else can we bring? Bring back Cotton. How did Cotton die?
Oh, yeah, stabbed in 3, remember?
Hey, we don't know he died. I'm gonna act like everybody else acts. Hey, I didn't see a toe tag, did you? Like that he's alive he's out there, he's waiting, he's plotting for 50 years to come back.
Bring back Cotton. I like Cotton, man.
Who says Dewey died? Maybe he was that maybe he had enough of the shit, and maybe he was so heartbroken over Gail he wanted to hurt her a little. It's like, I'm gonna fake my death. I'm gonna let her mourn me. So I don't know. The Scream.
How long will they mourn me?
I just love that first movie so much, and I don't blame them. Studios are going to studio, but dude, they can only do that first movie once. And and I don't hold it against movies that end up getting franchised to death. It usually has nothing to do with the creators. I always think back to Hellraiser. It's like, and in Nightmare on Elm Street, it's like Wes Craven literally got funding on the condition that, okay, this is how it works. We'll fund your movie, but we own the rights to fucking if it's successful. And damned if you do, damned if you don't. Of course, they milked Freddy to death, and so it never takes away my enjoyment or like that purity of what the original was. So
I'll still go see all the Screams. I mean, I'm a sucker. So
and John, why would Stu want to burn down his own house? That is funny. His mom was so mad at him. Maybe
it wasn't his. It was Mikey Madsen's house, right?
Well, now it was some Airbnb guy's house.
Unless it was her parents or something. I don't know.
That would be fucked up if they were Airbnb-ing out their own house that their daughter
maybe
got burnt to a crisp in, dude.
She got roasted, toasted.
Hey, my dad would have been capable. My dad would have been capable of it, dude. I had a sleazy grandma, the one that bootlegged the movies. She would have absolutely like exploited our deaths somehow. Like, well, they're not here. Might as well make a buck. It's not going to bring them back if I don't. But why would Stu burn down his own house? Yeah, I don't know, man. Because it's where his face got fucking smashed to mashed potatoes and his bad memories, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they once mentioned the house being burned down after it happened. No, I don't really think they did either. And even if they did, it didn't need. It was literally for the Super Bowl trailer. It was literally for the marketing, dude. That was 100% it. Because honestly, it actually would have been even more jarring though if like we didn't have that intro scene of Stu's house in Woodsboro, and then Sydney just gets a call randomly from Stu. It would have been a little bit more. And I that's so funny. I think he was like the ShamWow guy, just like on meth out, dude. Crazy.
One wasted character in the Scream franchise that should have never gotten killed off so quick is Samara Weaving. Because I like Samara Weaving, and I think she would have been great in the Scream franchise.
But they always kind of put somebody of note in those opening scenes a lot of times.
Yeah.
There always are. And I think it's cool. I love Samara Weaving's intro. I think I don't think they're ever going to top the first movie, but at least they can do things different that are respectable. And I love the Scream 6 thing with the whole fake out and the killer revealing himself, and the freezer guy chopped up his part, all that stuff, and the whole fuck the movies. I love that, dude. Before the title card, I think it's great that at least they had a damn motive in 6. Like, who gives a shit about, like, it's just pure revenge. Like, we don't give a shit about the movies. Our kid liked the movies. Fuck the movies. There's no rules. I thought that was kind of neat. I want to know how AI Ethan Embry knew all of Stu's famous one-liners. I always had a thing for you, Sydney. Remember in the videos, he's like saying all that stuff. Like I said, unless Sydney gave the Stab movie guys all the notes, like, oh, and I remember in the midst of me trying to fight for my life and all the trauma, I do remember him saying this zinger, oh, you hit me with a phone, dick. That was really funny. You should put that in.
Yeah.
And oh, there's this time I came out and I rammed him with the fucking umbrella. That was good. I'd put that in your movie.
What actor was that guy in the first in Scream 7, the one that got killed off in the house?
He
the
was
super fan. Who is that guy?
Gosh, dude, he's in something I've seen before.
Chat,
Well,
if you know the actor's name, let's shout it out for us.
I looked him up and I had seen because he was driving me crazy what I knew him from, and he is in a show I've seen. The girl is from Landman, Billy Bob Thornton.
Okay,
That's Billy Bob Thornton's daughter in Landman, and beautiful dime piece, dude.
Mhm.
But that show is awesome. So yeah, there's some known actors that are in those roles, and I think it's kind of cool, man, because even if I don't like the movie that comes after it, I can at least kind of isolate the intros sometimes as like, you know what? You came in, you filmed a good intro, you had nothing to do with the rest of the shitty movie. It's almost like a little short, like a little vignette.
Yeah.
And I swear to you, dude, that intro pumped me up.
It was good. It was a good intro.
That intro,
Mhm.
I don't know how I feel about it now, but had the movie like kept that pace, I'd probably be here saying, you know what, that might be my second favorite intro after the first one, because it was creepy.
I can totally see that happening too, which is
it was realistic with the Airbnb thing, because that's what people do. They exploit these serial killer houses and whatnot. And I love the idea of the super fan laying on the fucking tape on the ground. This is where all that's really neat. And there was a legitimate jump scare, like when she went in and she saw the animatronic Ghostface. All of it I thought was really cool. And I even liked the first real Ghostface reveal where it's like, hey, I just saw him move. You almost kind of think you're gonna get faked out again, but no, he just comes alive and starts stabbing. I'm like, dude, that was fucking cool, man. And I like the homeowner calling up with the game. Want to play a little game? It's just, all that stuff I thought it was really, really, really good. And just it really had me fooled for a second. Okay, this is all gonna tie in. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really only the first two movies that the kill at the beginning kind of sets off the events. Because obviously the crux of everything is Casey getting killed and Steve.
Yeah.
Right. It's all based on like they go to school. So it's very important, that intro scene. 2, this is how the copycat Mickey established they kill the Maureen, they kill the Phil in the theater. So that establishes that there's a copy killer. So that's important too. Maybe not as weighted as like the Casey thing, but it's important. 3 was Cotton dying really that important?
Cotton got killed and his girlfriend. Yeah.
Was that really that important though? Like, I mean, maybe it's the same thing where it established that Ghostface is back. Why did Roman have to kill Cotton? What? Oh, well, I guess Cotton was fucking his. Well, Cotton, it's so convoluted. He killed Cotton, who was fucking his mother, who didn't want any part of his life. So he goes to Woodsboro to help Billy fuck his mother. I don't know. I can't write.
There's just so many characters at this point.
John Wakefield said, hate to say I told you so, guys. Actually, I think it could have been worse. Did you tell us? I never had like.
I don't regret going to see it, if that's what you're asking.
Well, the farts though, dude.
Oh, that part I did, yeah.
Hey, what's up, Anime Night? What if the 8th film is the true finale? Well, I think Nev signed for 3 movies, so maybe 9 is the true finale. I don't know, dude. But how did you guys feel about them constantly just glazing Nev Campbell in this and reminding us that she wasn't in 6, like almost like an apology constantly? Because even Gail's like, remember when she had the interview with her on TV, which by the way drives me crazy too, because they should be BFFs at this point. They've been through thick and thin. And she's like, okay, let's get AI Stu to call us on live TV. Which at this point,
and what's the point? What's the point of that interview? That's the dumbest thing. Who cares if he calls in or not?
To track him, maybe? Who's tracking him?
Yeah,
there's no cops there, or maybe her husband. I don't know, dude. But like, what? Maybe to track him, but I don't know who was actually doing the tracking.
Mark Consuelo or whatever.
He was a journalist.
He was a journalist. Yeah.
He's trying to make his big break, and but anyway, so she's like, okay, she's like, I'll give you an interview. He's like, great. I've been trying to get that for 30 years. And then she railroads her in the middle of the interview and starts talking about her kids and even mentions one of them by name, making her uncomfortable. And I'm like, what the fuck is the matter with you, Gail? Like, she's so toxic. And then she's like, Sydney, you disappeared and people want to know where you went. Where did you go? Like, nobody gives a shit where she went.
Yeah.
They were Ghostface was torturing these kids that killed their son. They obviously weren't going after Sydney because Sam's the one that did it. Like, why can't she just be like, oh, this is too much for me. I got kids now. Let me go to the fucking Poconos or something for a weekend. Let this blow over. I don't understand it. And then, by the way, from the point that her husband, Mark, got stabbed in the Lethal Weapon 2 renovation,
the renovation house. With
they forgot the nail gun. When he got stabbed and, to what we could see, looked like he died. From that point to the point where the killers reveal themselves and they have Mark there and he's still alive and they're like, Daddy.
And what is he doing? He's pulling out a knife that he doesn't use, right?
But the whole back half of the movie, the whole time she's looking for Tatum. She's freaking out. Where is she? Oh, we heard she went to the bar. Never once she decided to call her husband. She didn't know her husband was fucking dead, basically. No, never like touch base or whatever. And he knows what's going on. Like, hey, God, we got to he's a cop too, by the way. Oh my God, we can't find Tatum. She fucking left the house again. You got to get in your squad car. We got to find her. Never once.
He must be a terrible cop.
It's just an after. No, she didn't. They're terrible. She's a terrible wife.
Well, that too.
I mean, like, he couldn't call her. He was fucking incapacitated. Nobody is like trying to call him. And so I found that really hard to believe. And I also thought it was super lazy how they used the they used the curfew as a setup.
They always use the curfew.
True, and they used it to great effect in the first one. But in the first one, it wasn't stupid because all they did was go to Stu's house for the party.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't on the streets. In this one, there's curfew, and it's letting Ghostface walk the streets like it's the Wild West in Dodge, Kansas, and fucking wreak havoc. And I'm thinking, when there's a curfew, the cops don't stop patrolling. Like, that's their excuse for not being able. That's their excuse for not being able to get a hold of the cops.
Yeah, I didn't see any cops out.
Like the cops don't go to bed too
because they swept her house and that was it, right,
dude? Especially if it's a curfew because there's a serial killer on the loose. Yeah, I think the squad cars are going to be patrolling because it was lazy, and I don't know if they just didn't want to pay the extras or lazy riding. I don't know, but it drove me absolutely bad shit, dude. Billy. Also, the first call with Stu with the realistic lighting and shadows as they analyze is the only one who said, "I always had a thing for you, Sid. Nobody else would." Yeah, exactly. I brought that up. Yeah, exactly. It's just fan servicey,
which is fine.
But they kind of always did that. It's like when they made Stab. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah,
clearly Sydney,
charming, but
Sydney obviously had to have recounted that interaction with Billy. But it's kind of cute because she couldn't get it exactly right. And because I think Sydney says, your mom left you. She's not lying in a coffin somewhere. And then Tori Spelling says something like, she's not dead in a cemetery somewhere. Something really stupid. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. And I just love his wig, dude. He goes, stupid. By the way, how did Sydney know Billy went stupid? Because she had walked away. And he did that to himself, stupid.
Oh,
so how do they know?
That's a good point.
How do they know for Luke Wilson to go stupid? And his hair shakes, dude.
They should bring Luke Wilson in, dude. He's one of the killers.
As the Stab actor, Luke Wilson. He's Luke Wilson in Stab.
Yeah.
They should have had they should have had her running away like Cindy, dude, in Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Like down the hallway. But they do that a little bit in Scream. I was thinking in Scream, what was Billy's reason? If Billy's the killer in Scream, why would he go to himself, stupid, when he upset her? You know what I mean? Like, what? Why would he do that?
They're just trying to throw you off, man.
The audience. There's no one around him.
Oh, I know.
That's one of those little bitty like flubs you kind of forget. It makes no sense because if he's the killer, he's not going to say sorry. It's going to be like, okay, I'm going to get you tonight, bitch. Whatever. Unless he was just really mad at himself because, like, God, I pissed her off. Now I'm not gonna be able to fuck her because it's part of my movie. That's what I think.
It's kind of like the detective from Part 6. We talked about that last time. Detective Bailey did something similar in his office, right?
Oh, that was well. So look, I'm going to justify it. The Billy thing, maybe he said so stupid because it was part of his movie to deflower her because she wanted to be a virgin. He could kill her. It was part of the movie. So maybe if he felt like because the Stu's party was that night, so maybe if he felt like he pissed her off and got her upset, God, like I fucked her up coming to the party. And I fucked, and maybe she's not going to come to the party and fuck, and she's not going to fuck me. So I'll give it a pass. Like maybe that's what he was really mad about. The Detective Bailey thing was really stupid because they were trying hardcore to direct you to Kirby, and then nobody else is around. They all leave his office, and just for us to see, he makes a phone call. He calls the bureau where she's supposed to work. Give me all you can on this Kirby, and he gives like a look to the camera. And the next time we see him, he's telling Sam, she got fired. Sam, she went crazy. You got to get out of there. And I'm like, that was a really lazy one. Like, all right, no, that's like I said, but they do that in this movie too, with like the fucking, oh God, it looks legit to me. I'm the AI kid, and
Yeah.
but whatever. It's fun. That stuff doesn't
It's fun.
that stuff doesn't really bother me. I can like let that silly stuff pass. Josh, I hope he's in 8, but I'm off of what Kevin said in the new interview. Yeah, dude, I think anything's possible. The
Mhm.
thing is this movie did so much money, all their bullshit marketing lies worked. They got everybody to see it, and you know they're gonna fast track 8 now. It is definitely gonna
Oh,
shoot.
absolutely.
It's definitely gonna shoot this fall, and it's definitely gonna come out next Halloween time. If they're shooting it this fall, it's gonna come out Halloween time. It's not gonna
Yeah.
come out in summer
No.
like this one. And yeah, man, when I got done watching this one, I'm like, wow, I personally was tired of Sydney's arc in 4. I'm like, what are they gonna do again? Because it's like, at what point is it gonna be a comical for Sydney to be like, hello, Sydney? Like, it's
And she already kind of did that in these films. Like, oh, I've heard it before a million times, that sort of thing.
but
Yeah.
like, so I just, yeah, they could pull that Stu shit. They could add stuff in that wasn't there before and whatever, man.
Well, and it seems like half of the Scream fans love Sydney and half of them love Sam. So I'm right in them. They're in the middle because I like them both. But Sydney at this point is just so overdone, man. I'm sick of her.
I already felt she was overdone in 4, but them having this 11-year gap from 4 to 5, and then introducing the requel, like the passing of the old guard, having Sydney in like half the movie at the end. I thought that was great. And I thought Sam and everything was the best thing the franchise could have asked for because 5 was a hit, 6 was a hit. They broke free of it almost broke free of the legacy people. You know, they couldn't get they were supposed to get Sydney signed on for 6, and they couldn't negotiate that pay, so they couldn't kill off Gale, and they had Gale in there still, but still, man, Sydney wasn't in 6, and I know a lot of people missed her. I didn't miss her.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't miss her at all. We have enough characters. And when you have Sydney and you still trying to inject like the Meat twins in your movie in 7, they got nothing to do.
Yeah, Sydney sucks up all the oxygen in the film.
And her daughter. You're focusing on her daughter and these new relationships. Like it's just and that's why her friends suck. The friends usually suck, but no one gives a shit about the friends in 7. I don't.
No, not at all.
What do we have here? I'll give them credit. They did a fantastic job hiding the fact that Mrs. Loomis was in the movie. Her name doesn't even pop up when you look at the cast on Google. Yeah, I never saw her credit on IMDb. So I don't think they brought back Jamie Kennedy because I heard somewhere that he supports Melissa Barrera or something like that. I could be wrong though. I bet you $1 million if you ask Sydney, she probably supports Melissa Barrera. Yeah. You know, all she did was give an opinion. It might not be your opinion or the next person's opinion, but like everybody was giving their opinion at the time.
Yeah.
What she said. Everybody was like choosing a side and like,
that's so stupid
in these virtue battles. And that's kind of what all she did was choose a side, just like other people chose a side, and she paid the price for it, whatever. But I'm team Melissa Barrera personally.
Oh, absolutely, man. I think she's a great actress.
What's up, Josh? Hey, you got an avatar of what looks like Satan. Have we seen the real Satan in the chat today?
I haven't seen Satan in the chat.
Or is that Azazel or something from X-Men? I can't really tell. Anyway, I haven't seen Scream 7, but I heard that what the motive is, and I think it sounds pretty stupid. Dude, it's mind-numbing. Like one of the killers, I don't know. I guess he's crazy. He was just like a puppet. I don't know if they just gave him a ham sandwich or whatever to do all this crazy. He did the heavy lifting, going to fucking California, going to Woodsboro and burning down Stu's house. And he clearly was. What are the odds that like all these random people, like a crazy dude in an asylum and Ethan Embry, who used to work at Google and he's like 5'6", and a neighbor that looks like she makes fucking cookies for PTA meetings.
Lemon squares.
What is the odds that they all know how to tear ass as Ghostface? And every time they turn away, they're gone. Like, don't you turn your back on them. And they're gone. Like, dude, it's just I don't know, man. But yeah, the only one that had a motive was Jessica or Jennifer. I can't fucking get her name right. And it was really dumb, dude. It was just so stupid. My best friend left me for a weekend.
Okay, so here's something. If you can have any director direct Scream 8, who would it be?
Tarantino.
Well, you know.
We know he wouldn't put Matthew Lillard in it. He wouldn't bring him back. No, I don't know, man. It would be interesting if they're gonna do something new with it and break like the format, and if they're gonna get rid of all the meta stuff, well, then it might be interesting to get like a modern horror director like a Ty West or and Eggers would never do it.
Well, Ty West can't do a Giallo. We already know that.
Yeah, he can't do it. Or help me out. Fucking what's his face? Hereditary.
What movie?
Hereditary.
Oh, you're talking about
brain farting, dude. You're not gonna be able to spit out his name either now.
Ari Aster?
Ari Aster, yeah. So yeah, that would be kind of interesting to get like a newer guy that could, if you're gonna like break away from what Scream is, like they did in 7, go full bore with it and get a guy like Ari Aster and make an dude. Let's get paranormal with Ghostface. How about Ghostface as an actual ghost?
Well, you can bring back Rob Zombie.
Then you could bring back your precious Stu as a ghost. I'm serious, dude. Why not? Just do it.
Could you imagine Rob Zombie jumping in the Scream franchise next?
Dude, I'd be morbidly curious. I've got to be honest with you. I would be Sherry Moon Zombie as like replacing the Sydney. And
well, they can have Bill Moseley being Ghostface.
No, Danny Trejo is Ghostface.
Or Danny Trejo, yeah.
And you'd have Michael Berryman as Ghostface. They're all Ghostface, dude. You have Joe Grizzly Bitch as Ghostface. Who else could be Ghostface? Just all of his crew. Dig up Sid Haig, dude. Make him Ghostface. Yeah, I'm down.
I'm curious what the chat would say on that. But
Billy the Kid. Yeah, that is a good question. Who do you guys, if you guys had to hand it off to, what about a Craigers?
Yeah, he's
kind of like the go-to guy for like, I think Craigers fits the bill more because he's kind of making this polished studio horror that's accessible but good, so like I think he's about as perfect as anybody to do the Resident Evil movie, and I think he could do it. Billy the Kid, like seriously, the first call, Stu's face is so fucked up, forehead and nose specifically. Every other call, he damn near looks completely fine by comparison. But you know what? You can almost let that slide because it's the AI. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe the AI is just like imperfect and it's not like the prompts aren't perfect. I don't know. But you thought he looked pretty fucked up in that first one. Guys, he had like a 300-pound zenith fall on his face.
Yeah.
After getting stabbed and
like
electrocuted.
1,000 pounds, man.
Dude, he would have a mound of mashed potatoes that would make Richard Dreyfuss fucking cream his pants on top of his neck. I mean, he looked pretty good in that first thing. That let's see here. Malicious Clouds. They filmed an ending with Stu still alive and test audiences didn't like it. Kevin said, that's crazy to me. They preferred the terrible reveal we got. Dude, wouldn't that be funny if like Matthew Lillard, he was at a test screening and he comes out after that one? You fucking asshole. They took me out of the movie, man.
That'd be funny if Tarantino was sitting in there. He wrote it down. He was test screening.
He did a million cards, dude. He signed like a bunch of aliases. Okay. Kevin directed it because Neve Campbell wanted him to do that. That was their stipulation for turning Scream. So I didn't know that. I mean, with Wes gone, he's like the guy, even though he's not really known as a director. And I would still argue that he still isn't after this movie. But I'm not saying he did a bad job as like a director. It's all in the writing, man. I wish they could have hired him to write the script from the ground up. Maybe that would have taken more time, perhaps, and because they wanted to, after they lost Melissa and they had to fucking uproot it, they're like, well, shit, we got to hurry up, man. Well, like they probably didn't have any time. But I wonder what could have happened if they let him actually write it and direct it. That could have been, maybe that'd be rad. Maybe they'll do that for 8 and he can make amends for this one, you know? Because yeah, it was everything about the writing was bad, dude. Kevin Williamson directs it, yeah, because to stipulation. Lillard also said he was disappointed in the script and pushed for a live stew. Of course he did.
Yeah.
So I think they seeded that in. So it's like he's alive. Just kidding. Actually, just kidding. He's alive in 8 or 9. Maybe.
He still got some money.
I watched an interview with him. He did some like local news station interview, and he was promoting Scream, which is weird, dude, that he's promoting it like you are a AI in a Scream. But you're like Max Headroom, dude, in this movie. And he was basically saying that, well, you know, no, I take it back. Somebody asked him somewhere. I don't know if it was at a convention or maybe it was at like that screening, but somebody asked him a question that had seen the movie and he was able to talk about the movie. And somebody asked him a question saying, how did you feel like you were brought back in this context? Like, did it bother? And he said, well, you know, I'm this guy that I like to be top of the call sheet, man. I like to be the guy. And you could tell he was basically saying, yeah, it fucking sucks, man. I don't want to be a guy on a computer screen, but I'm going to take the money, you know, and they're going to use me to sell the movie. Cause they did. They used Matthew Lillard to sell the fucking movie. Whatever.
I got the guy, Fede Alvarez.
Fede, why not, dude?
Yeah. I think he'd be perfect.
Yeah. He knows
a Scream
gore.
film. Yeah.
Yeah. He could do gore. And, yeah, I fuck with Fede, dude.
Yeah.
You know, which by the way, you know, the next franchise that we'll tackle here before too long is Evil Dead, because we're going to be counting down the Evil Dead Burns, right? That's what it's called. That's going to come out. And you know, when his Evil Dead movie came out, I despised it. But you know what? It was probably because this was coming out when all those remakes were coming out, and I was so tired of remakes, and it felt like super sacrilegious that they were doing Evil Dead, and it felt super sacrilegious that Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell and all those guys were fucking producing it, and they were giving it their blessing. And they were selling that movie as no CGI.
It's supposed to be the goriest film of all time.
And they're like, there is no CGI in this film. First scene, dude. Yeah. I feel like it's that face in the fire. I'm like, gosh. But
I need to rewatch it. I haven't seen it since it first came out, and I didn't like it at all when it first came out.
When did it come out? 2013, 2012,
2013. So it's been a while.
It's now retro. Yeah. So like you know, distance makes the heart grow fonder. I have it, and I haven't watched my 4K of it yet, and I've been wanting to, because now it's like over the past 13 years, it's really accumulated a fan base.
It has. The thing is, I didn't like the characters, and I know the characters in the original ones aren't the greatest either, other than Ash, of course. But these characters, I just didn't have anything. They didn't do it for me.
But I'm saying, like, now it's kind of retro. It's like how all you guys like Creed now all of a sudden, because it's 20 years since you've been in high school. It's like you pretend it's good now. Maybe this will have the Creed effect, because now it
retro, might.
You know, I was talking about Todd mainly. God. All right, what's up? Hold on. Lillard was also disappointed in the script to push. Oh, you already said that. Yeah, sorry. Occur, in my opinion, I decently liked it. Maybe top 3 or 4 in the franchise. I list my opinion. It's just my opinion. So just, yeah, he didn't like the last act like everyone. Everything else he was fine with. Yeah, man. I mean,
I'm glad people liked it, man.
I mean, ultimately,
it's good for horror.
It's good for horror. It's not good for studios, because it just teaches them to fucking pander.
Yeah.
And, you know, dangle carrots in front of you guys. And I don't think we should be letting the fucking con circuit write your scripts for you. Because it's like, you know, everybody's been, come bring Stu Baker still alive. You know, and they were asking, they asked him in this interview, Lillard, if like, hey, is all that, that fan movement about you still being alive, is that what made them want to call you? He's like, no, I don't think so. Like, oh, you mean they just came up with that creative idea to fucking shove you in an AI screen? That was just a unique thing that made sense. No, they were fucking pandering and they
beating down their doors trying to get Stu back.
Stupid, dude. Swimming into Stu. They wanted him so bad. Hey, what's up, Edward? He says, hey guys, I just watched Scream 7 with my fam and I had a great time. I got a lot of things I want to share. Share away, brother.
Yep.
What did you think of it? What did you think of it?
Tell us what you liked about it.
King Matthew says Mark surviving Scream 7 really surprised me because I thought for sure he was going to die considering he kept being destroyed by Ghostface and all the promos. Well, when I saw
kill
that,
Mark Consuelos, man.
oh, he was talking Mark the husband.
Oh, Mark the husband. Okay,
Mark Consuelos saw no action, dude.
He's too good looking to kill him, man.
He had like one line about this is my story, and then he goes to you see him at the news station. That's it. You know, he really wasn't much of a side character.
No.
But I guess they were still positioning anybody could have been a suspect. Like he could have just as easily been the killer. You know what? His fucking motive would have been just as good as the motive we got. Like, it's my time to shine. I want to kill Gail.
I love a screen name, Robbie Rivers.
Robbie Rivers. Yeah, it's a funny name. But yeah, Mark, they showed him in the trailer, that whole Murtaugh fucking scene with the plastic, and they saw him get stabbed a million times. And I'm thinking, well, they either completely spoiled the movie and he's dead, or it's a Scream movie. He's not necessarily dead. We've seen Dewey take it like that. We've seen Chad take a lot worse.
Oh yeah.
Will, you said something funny, and William Lowry still in the chat. He was here earlier. He said something really funny in the Discord when somebody was commenting on that. He's like, Chads are just built different. Like Chads are just built different. Like they could take everything.
That's right.
And it was really funny because it's true, man.
Yeah.
Josh, do you think they would go back to the original plan they had in Scream 3 until the script changed, where there would be a cult of ghost faces?
That would be cool.
I was kind of thinking that was one of my predictions. Like, watch, it's gonna be everybody in the fucking town.
That would be cool, dude.
No, I don't want to.
I think it would be.
So you got Robbie Rivers comes out.
I love cult movies. So yeah,
but you got Robbie Rivers come out. You got Neighbor Girl come out. You got Neighbor Girl's son come out. You got Chloe from the bar come out. Everybody's Ghostface,
and they're praying to the AI stew.
Yeah, he's like, like a monolith, dude. He's like in a fucking big giant.
Tell us
monitor.
what to do, AI stew. Tell us what to do.
It's like the fucking monkeys praising the fucking big Stonehenge or whatever it is. Sam, don't worry. Mindy will take over for Gail. We'd all love to see that. At this point, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Gail's looking like Skeletor. She got to go, man. She's tired. Let her go to bed, dude. Seriously. I'll take it, bro.
I'm tired of Gail.
Gail not getting an AI call from Dewey was a missed opportunity. Yeah, I mean, if they actually
that would have been cool. Yeah,
if they actually integrated her in the story, like as a purpose, yeah, like they had her in the third act, they could have fucked with her.
And the AI Dewey is just talking shit about Gail the whole time. Like,
oh no, he
did to me.
He whips
I can't believe you called me.
He whips his dick out like he used to in FaceTime. Dude, starts stroking it. Come on, Gail, like we used to.
You gotta go that far.
And Gail's like, it wasn't that big. You don't have the bullets, bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Paula, what's up, Paula?
Hey, Paula.
You love the movie. No, I'm glad, dude.
Yep.
Everybody's got a different favorite, and that's what I keep saying. I think that's the great thing about this franchise. As much as I'm a stickler on some of the films, the fact that everybody's got different jumping on and jumping off points, it always keeps it a topic of discussion, which is like the key to its legacy, man. So, look, with the exception 7 aside, 3 aside, it really is a fairly consistent franchise for how many installments there are. Like 7, I'm bitching, but 7 is not Halloween 6 or Halloween 5. You know what I mean?
No.
It's
not that bad.
This is more Halloween 6 bores me.
Yeah.
Both cuts.
Producer's cut's horrible.
I'll take this version over Halloween 5. I'm saying
I
like
would
this,
too.
At least it's
I take it over H2O.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like the movie is entertaining. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm just like picking it apart as like a writer and all that stuff. It's like, come on, but absolutely.
And I would take it over all the Halloween ones.
As if Halloween 6 has good writing, like rocks stop Michael Myers, put a bunch of rocks around him and he can't move. Good Lord, guys.
Yeah, I would take it over the Halloween Kills, all the Halloween ones.
Oh, not Kills.
I would.
I think Kills, but Kills is very much simpler, where it's just a mindless slasher. I just think, let's say Scream 7 and Halloween Kills are both just mindless slashers, good for stabby popcorn. Halloween Kills does it better.
Oh, it does. Absolutely does.
If I'm looking at him like that on that meter, Halloween Kills is like, yeah, it's Michael Myers on crack. Somebody gave him the Steve Rogers super serum, and he is just going fucking ham on these firefighters, dude. He's got super ridiculous strength, and He kills the kids, dude, with the Halloween 3 masks, and you see all their masks like on the what's that merry-go-round. So I think it's cool, man. And like
So
I
would
said,
would you rather see Laurie Strode or Sidney Prescott?
well, that's where I was getting to. This is why
Yes.
Halloween Kills wins, because they at least had the fucking good grace to fucking keep Laurie Strode in the hospital the whole movie.
That's true.
You know what I mean? They fucking had her sidelined in a hospital, whereas Nev was not. I feel like Ned needs a bedpan, a glass of warm milk helps her put her to sleep.
She doesn't. She's
Glass.
not as old as Jamie Lee.
She will be in 10 years, dude. And she's gonna be around for a long time. Let's see. Besides the killers, worst ones ever. The two dumbest things were cops not checking the attic. Dude, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
dumb was that? They didn't know how to fucking clear a perimeter and
Yeah, and
just
sweep the house.
and the cops weren't patrolling the streets of the small town that was on lockdown from a serial killer. They couldn't have like one or two cops just patrolling. And Sydney not just getting Gail to use her car keys and just running down the street like an idiot. It's so stupid, dude. So dumb. Thanks, Paula, for subbing.
Thanks, Paula.
Hopefully you guys are all like Paula and you've hit the
Yes.
subscription button.
Please
Is
like
that-
and sub, please,
I'm
please.
gonna talk like an unk, dude. Hit the subscription button.
Yes, and go to TikTok and Instagram and subscribe as well, please.
We're drowning in the unk juice on TikTok, dude.
Yes.
You guys should
Yeah.
get in on those discussions. They're funny, dude.
They love to rag on the old heads like us.
I'm gonna start saying unk a million times so people stop saying it because it's not cool. Somebody was telling me, I went back home to Missouri and my uncle and aunt, they have a kid that's like going into high school and they're a little older than me, like by 10 years. And they were like, yeah, that's what happened with 6-7 is all the parents just started saying 6-7 so much to make it not cool anymore.
Oh
Like-
God, yeah. And my kids hate that. And they've been making fun of me for the past like 3 months. I do it to piss them off. I say 6-7, and they're like, Dad, that's so 2025. And they're
It's so
like
over.
5 and 9. So they make fun of me all the time.
What's up, Yo-Yo-Vich? Motive was a hot mess, dude, or lack thereof, dude. So stupid, so dumb, dude. I really hated it. I don't know if that was like their angle, like, hey, let's build it up like it's this crazy cool thing, and then have it be the dumbest shit ever. That'll be cool. And Motive aside, it was just the worst third act, like brawl, battle, and everything. Like, just no stay. And they tried to overcompensate for it by blasting her face, like a crater in her face, because they keep trying to one up that last, like, put a bunch of bullets in the killer.
Yeah.
Which, it's cool. I'll take it, but it wasn't fooling me. I thought it was funny how like Ethan Embry just barely got done mansplaining us that, I was in Google. I used to work for Google. That's how I did the AI. Huh? He just gets a bullet in his head. Like, that's fucking into him. Like, we didn't really get, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been interesting to see.
He wasn't very
him.
intimidating at all. No.
No, but he didn't get to do anything. Like Billy and Stu, they both got some action with Sydney, trying to like fight and whatever. Then it might have been a battle. Then you might have had like the daughter and Sydney, because what did the daughter do? The daughter just stayed with the dad. She didn't fucking do anything. But like you said, they had Mark. They kept teasing him with a knife.
Oh, yeah. He had the knife. It's like, what is he going to do with this knife? Is Sydney going to pick it up? Nothing. I don't think nothing ever came of that.
Yeah,
right?
and I don't think so. And then I don't know if he's supposed to cut himself out. I mean, what's fucking Swiss cheese gonna do? He's gonna save the day? He's like fucking stabbed the shit. I don't know.
After going through this whole Scream franchise, it does kind of make me want to. I'm not saying we're going to do this for any shows or anything, but off the shows, I want to go back and watch the TV series and see what that was all about.
I'm curious if anybody's watched the TV series. Let us know. I was gonna watch it out of curiosity, but it's not on Paramount Plus. I don't know why they.
It's an MTV show too, so that should be on Paramount.
But it's not. It's not there. I looked. Yeah, worst movie hands down. 3's worst, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch 3 ever again. I feel like Marco should have died before the final act instead and have Carl make it to the final act. That would have been a bit more interesting. See, look, you mean was Marco Ethan Embry's name?
Yeah.
I don't even fucking know that. Isn't that sad? Like Stu, Billy, Mickey.
Yeah.
I don't know Marco. I don't know Marco. Yeah. I would give it a C-. It actually wasn't bad till the god awful reveal. Now that look, here's the thing. Maybe you can only go up from here because now I know the fucking ending's bad, so I'm not anticipating something great, and I can just watch it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like
No, absolutely.
It hits you harder when you're like, oh, they're building me up. They're building me up, and that's what they did. But now I know what to expect. Maybe it'll do better. Like maybe because 6 was the same way. 6, the reveal pissed me off. But you know what? As time goes on, you can appreciate the little things it did right, and just kind of overlook it. Why did that girl burn the pizza? Because she fucking sucks at her job, dude. Because she had to go in the kitchen and come out stabbed. Oh my god, or whatever.
And she runs a restaurant. She doesn't know how to cook a damn pizza.
I mean, even Gordon Ramsay burns shit, dude. I watched him like on his YouTube. So he's like, "Oh, I fucking burned the toast."
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I mean, just because you can know how to cook and still get distracted.
I know.
Yeah, I literally watched Gordon Ramsay. Like, you would have fucking chewed your ass out on your show, but he's just at home,
Yeah,
I burn toast sometimes. Like, fuck, man, god dang it. Let's see here. What's up? DJ plays favorites. How you doing? Hi all.
Hey, DJ.
Speaking of playing our favorites, why did Scream abandon the Scream theme? The theme in the first Scream movie.
Mm-hmm.
What a great theme. And
yeah,
pretty much after Casey gets killed and you're hearing it when there's like all the media circus at the high school and Gail's like on the scene, that like opera singer, that creepy kind of vibe. I love that song. It's a great theme, man. And I think they just kind of abandoned it. I don't know if it shows back up or not ever again. Maybe it does somewhere, but great theme. And I think if you have a franchise on your hand, you should yearn to have a fucking theme. And they never baby that theme. They never baby
that is pretty odd. I mean, because it was like Carpenter or something.
The Michael Myers theme, and even the Nightmare on Elm Street theme, and it's just I would have babied that and be like, we got to push this as like the theme. It's so
or the
cool.
Friday 13th. Yeah, you got to have some, especially when you have a franchise that lasts that long.
God, they let it become Red Right Hand.
I know, yeah.
Which is kind of cool,
fine too.
Yeah. But like, come on, give it a real theme. Let's see here. Be crazy if they pull a Roman with Stu and he's behind a lot of the killers in the sequels, especially since he's one that said these days you got to have a sequel. You're one of them, Billy. I think they're gonna do. I think they could do it. I think it would be very stupid, but Stu had head trauma and has amnesia. Oh, that's right, because Ethan Embry was trying to tell us he was John Doe. He wandered in and off the streets and he didn't know where he was. Isn't that funny? Didn't Ethan Embry say something like he was on trial for hurting some teenager, and
they obviously didn't do any DNA testing when he was got locked up.
Saying, oh God, this is the same DNA we found on Maureen Prescott's panties. Fuck, shit, you're Stu Mocker. He's like, yeah, they couldn't. They deemed him insane, so they sent him here. I'm like, so stupid, dude. Yeah, DJ plays favorites. AI is so scary. It is, dude. I hate the fact it's also annoying. I hate that AI is reading me every ad now.
Oh,
I've seen those AI like YouTube. I thought I mostly watch YouTube, and I'm like, okay, this is all online. But I was at my grandparents' house last week, and I was just watching just regular basic cable because they're old, and they have AI ads on TV.
They do. Yes, they do.
Like, please call this number now. You can't afford to not do it. And I'm like, oh, good Lord, so bad.
Yeah.
Well, they need to have it on basic cable to get the old people who are still watching, like the doctors and Dr. Oz and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, they're losing, especially on those like news shows, like the CNNs, the Foxes. I'm sure they're losing a ton of money.
Yeah, it sucks. Parrot Rooster Jr., cool name. There's lots of things you have to look past. No shit that goes for every movie that's been made ever. No, I know. Like I said, if I look at it as just a mindless stabby stabathon, it's a 5, maybe a 6. Honestly, if I'm being honest, like, because I only look for certain things out of those types of movies. Just like how, look, if I wanted to pick apart action movies for bad scripts, dude, all they do is copy paste each other. Action movies, how many times do I have to see?
Give me back my son.
How many times do I have to see a good guy get locked up in prison? How many times do I got to see a guy go undercover in prison for one reason, to investigate something, only for the warden to be crooked and he makes all his credentials disappear and he can never get out, and he kills his only contact on the outside? I've seen Lockup. I've seen
so many overused.
I've seen Death Warrant. Yeah. I've seen Tango and Cash. It's but I don't in an action movie, I just want action. I just want to be entertained with like action sequences. And I want funny like one-liners and cool, like sometimes like a buddy dynamic is cool. Like I mentioned Tango and Cat. That's all I want. I'm not really necessarily looking for super originality with those. I'm just saying all I can do is compare the Scream sequels to the one that started all. Scream
That's what
1.
I'm doing too. Yeah.
Scream 1. That's it. They set the bar so high for themselves and they made a movie they could never really fully replicate. And so, yeah. Let's see here. I like Scream 4, but they fucked up with killing Jill. It would have been interesting if she was running the cult, Leo Letty. Look, I would buy Jill coming back before Stu. Did Jill get shot in the head or just electrocuted?
She got electrocuted, I thought.
Like
did they shoot her too?
She came back, right? Did she?
Yeah.
Sydney's like came back clear and she got her, but I think she came back up and they maybe shot her in the head. Yeah. Because you got to shoot him in the head. I want Stu alive personally. Okay. I don't know. I just thought it would have been really cheesy, man, if Stu did show up. What do you think, Stu? And then like 5'3" girl with limp shoulders comes out. But I love retcon shit. No, I mean it's fun to cause a little chaos. I agree, Billy. Who you calling Billy?
Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy. Speaking of Jim Carrey. Everybody going off at Jim Carrey in the French Caesar Awards, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was some like double or whatever that he has.
No, that was
that
fake.
right?
That was fake news. Somebody took credit for it. Some like makeup effects guy.
Over in Europe. So
it was Jim Carrey.
Oh, it was?
I mean, it come on. Something's off
he had
about
different color eyes. That's what kind of weird.
Maybe it was lighting. And people are like doing like side-by-side photos of like him. And like, yeah, but the angle's different. One of them zoomed in, and when you're like up here, it makes the ears look lower. Like I said, it's not tall Joe Biden. It's not that obvious. Like, okay, well, Joe Biden didn't grow fucking stilts under his legs.
That was funny. Yeah.
Okay, but Roman, Nancy, and Dewey AI was lame. Yeah, it was stupid. Super Landon, I just realized if Ethan Embry said that Stu had amnesia from the TV falling on him and forgot who he was, even though he had AI. Wait, how would he have even remembered? So, God, that 70-pound Zenith, he got away with amnesia. What a lucky guy. What a luck, and a couple of like little pock marks on his face. What a lucky.
That'd be a Gallagher watermelon head is what I thought it would have been. Splat.
So if he could be alive from that TV, then Detective Bailey's son could be alive, right? Because he got the TV too. Hope, what's up? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope, how you doing? I was going to see Scream 7 on Saturday, but something came up, so I could not. Had my Ghostface shirt and matching earrings on and everything. Guess I'll see it this weekend. Well, we're kind of spoiling it, so
yeah. So you might want
to like tread softly, or if you don't want it spoiled,
but go see it still. It's still a good movie.
As much as we want you to stay, just know we're spoiling it. But at our theater, man, the theater, it was a cool vibe going to the theater because I went to the fan event 6 p.m. on Thursday. And it was an IMAX show. It was packed, and there was people in Ghostface, full garb, dude, like full like cosplay Ghostfaces. And I was literally in the bathroom pissing next to a Ghostface, just like. And I was like,
really?
Am I going to turn into Shawn Wayans here, dude, and get a dick in the ear?
Omar Epps, dude, you get the knife to your head, dude.
I prefer the scary movie variants.
Yeah.
Ooh, but dude, it was kind of cool. I really enjoyed that. Let's see here. Otherwise, why they show the snippet at the ending of the movie with the snippet with the Ghostface blip at the end? I didn't stay after the credits. Do you mean when they always do the like little? They always do that. Like
I didn't stay after the credits either.
Like when the credits end in the Scream movies, they used to do that where they just like a flash of like Ghostface slashing. But no, there was an after credit scene, like after the after the mid credits.
Okay.
I think. And it was just I read about it. It was basically a broadcast from the twins. Like because she was letting her do the broadcast or something. It wasn't anything that contributed to anything. Hi King Matthew III. Yeah, what's up? I love Stu, but he was a henchman. I don't think he could orchestrate a complex plan. Yeah, me neither, dude. And everybody thinks Stu, there's so many fans that think he is just this savant that has been pulling the strings the whole time. And I'm like, I kind of liked my idea that if they were really going to make him alive, I want him to have been in the prison and found Christ And but we want to see like all the years and phases he went through in prison. Like I want him to have teardrop tattoos, white supremacy,
Yes.
Third Reichs on our necks, and now he's in his Christ era, dude. And you know, he went through his like I'm punking young dudes in the ass. I'm in the cult, and now I found Jesus. And or they could have did the Psycho 2, him getting out of he went, let's say he went to the psych ward because he was deemed insane, and then he got rehabilitated, and this could have been him getting out of the psych ward and trying to be better, and then him getting roped back into it like Anthony Perkins in Psycho 2, or like Kevin Bacon in The Woodsman. You ever seen that?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
What a weird, uncomfortable watch. He plays a PDF file that gets out of prison.
No, thank you. I don't need to watch that.
I mean, you don't see any of that stuff, but like
Yeah.
he just plays a guy that served time for being a PDF.
Okay.
And so he's actually trying to better his life. He's not getting his nose dirty. He's just trying to get integrated back to society, but he's got that stigma of being the register of the sex offender. It's an interesting idea. I'll give him that for like a film,
I have no desire.
but it's an uncomfortable watch.
Yeah.
Because he does kind of have like that Anthony Perkins thing in Psycho 2, where everybody like won't, everybody's treating him like he's a which kind of is. And there's like a scene where like I think he makes friends with like a local kid. I don't think he's trying to like the kid doesn't know who he is. And the kid's like comes from like a troubled whatever, and they're somehow attracted to him as an older figure, and he's kind of trying to keep his distance. But by the end of the movie, he's tempted by this kid, and he's like trying to like, and then at the end of the movie, I think the kid confides in him. He still doesn't know who he is, but his kid confides in him that his dad touches him, and then he makes the choice like, what? No, and he does the right thing because he realizes how fucking bad it is, and it's just like the whole cycle. It's fucking weird.
It doesn't sound interesting to me.
It's a weird
I don't need to watch.
It's a weird ballsy drama. All I know is Kevin Bacon lost all that money in that pyramid scheme, dude. And maybe that was one of the jobs he had to take to get his fortune back.
To get some money.
They asked Mikey Madison Amber to do a phone video. She said she told them her front camera was broken. Then they said, what about the back? She said that's broken too. Basically said, nah, fam. Well, I saw a little mini fake article going around where she was asked and she said, no, thanks, politely declined. And Grok said that was false. Sorry. I think everybody's reading a lot of fake websites. Grok debunked it. She was never asked. Everybody needs to just like go and throw everything to ChatGPT or Grok at this point. Can we at least use AI for the right stuff and debunk all the fake shit AI is creating? But there's so many fake articles, dude. It drives me batshit.
It's everything, dude.
Everything is fake, dude. All the articles are fake.
Yeah.
All the thumbnails are fake. Everybody's so obsessed with getting you to click. They don't give a shit that none of it's actually real. And so like, there's no merit on social media anymore. Like, well, you dealt with all the fucking bullshit, all the back and forth and the people out of each other's throats, the negativity and the doom shit all the place, and the politics. At least you could still get some news. I can't even go to like the fucking avenues of the news I want to get and get real info. I'm getting fake articles of musicians I like. Oh, there's the one with Phil Anselmo. Look, Pantera.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Phil Anselmo had to come out there and say like, "Oh man, come on,
I'm healthy as a horse." Yeah.
The video, the stuff that was funny, dude. It was him holding up an AI sign like, "I've only got months to live," whatever. And then they showed another one with him in bed with tubes in his nose and like a gown, like he's got blood cancer. And the photos to me were so obviously AI, but they're gonna dupe like old people or people that have bad they're so fucking funny. But I hate that.
It's horrible, man.
Yeah, DJ, AI has no reason to replace movies or be in movie. I agree, dude.
Yeah.
I a lot of film festivals, man. I mean, I'm kind of part of that world now. A lot of film festivals, they have started coming out with AI film categories, and there's small festivals, local festivals. I'm like, guys, this should be more of a tech thing. Like if you can work,
take the jobs. So yeah.
But I mean, like, give them accolades for tech, like that. Not film festival. Get out of here, dude. I think opening kill and maybe McKenna's kill could have been Stu, real Stu. Billy, you're drinking the fucking Stew-Aid. That Stew-Aid. You're drinking the Stew-Aid, dude.
Tastes good.
Tastes like grape blue Dini. DJ, I meant to say AI is not needed. No, I 100% understood you. It's just it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. I just wish it wasn't coming at us so fast. Like if they would have dipped the toes in and been like, okay, well, the first jobs that's going to go is editors. People would be more open to that. Like, fuck, okay, it makes sense for an editor. Like, I mean, that sucks because that's a skill too. But a lot of times it's like when you're working with an editor, they're taking the direction of the director, and the director's got to get final say on it, agree, disagree. The editor can like go back and forth and give you input and whatever, and you can collaborate. But at the end of the day, a lot of times it's the director saying, I want this. Okay, fix this. I want to fade it. So if you had AI, it would literally be the director doing exactly what he's doing, given those prompts of what he wants
exactly
to the AI. So if they would just start there, it wouldn't be so fucking in your face. But they've just it's those, you guys seen that meme of was it Attack of the Clones or which one it is, where it's Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman in that field? Where's that meme? Right?
I haven't seen that.
You've seen that meme with Natalie Portman and he's like, and she's like, to do this, right? And he's like looking at her, to do this, right? And he's talking to her. It's an AI video. And he's basically saying like, blah, blah, blah. We're going to use AI, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then she's like, to cure cancer, right? And it goes back to him. And then it zooms back, turns back into Natalie Portman. She's got huge jugs to cure cancer, right? But the joke is like, they're not using it. Yeah. They're taking away ownership of all the RAM and storage and shit like that to power OpenAI and all these centers so people can make fucking big jug videos and Martin Luther King at your birthday party and all this stuff. And that's a crying shame. I think we need regulation on that part. AI is here to stay. It can be a great tool, but we don't need it to take over generative stuff. That's absolute bullshit. Like, I don't know, whatever.
We'll see.
I wonder if they're going to put general practitioners out of work, because honestly,
they're already going to put surgeons out of work. I know that.
Dude, I'm telling you, AI knows everything and more than my fucking GP kid. Tell me, it's all there.
They're already performing like some sort of like brain surgeries with AI robots now, dude.
I wonder to keep them in business if they'll like basically all insurances will force referrals, because my insurance, I don't need referrals to see specialists. But like, what if it's like, oh fuck, man, okay, now you have to go to your GP to get a pointless referral? Like, fuck, it's so stupid. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. And I think, as I said earlier, Real Stu was the first video call outside the high school with the more real lighting and scars. Yeah, real scars. Again, please see 70-pound Zenith crushing his face, breaking. It broke, dude, and he got electrocuted. So he looked pretty good to me. Fuego to Viral. What's up? He says, feel like it would have been better if it actually was Stu. Wouldn't have been worse. That's what I mean, it's pretty bad. Let's see here. What's up, Professional Lube Job? How did the Meeks twins go from living in New York to all of a sudden now they're in Indiana where Sydney lives? That makes no sense. They didn't have ties to her. They had ties to those other two girls.
They're following Gail on the story.
They're following Gail on the story, and because we gotta do something to
shoehorn them in there.
We gotta do something to ease the tension with the fandom that got rid of Sam. Mm-hmm. We gotta keep the Meek twins. Welcome to the chat, by the way.
Yeah.
Parrot, I don't understand why people didn't like the reveal that much. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I can't imagine the reveal is that much different than previous 6 films. Okay, go see the film, and let us know what you think. Report back. Billy the Kid Lawrence, I thought it was dumb for my comments about Stu maybe being still alive, but the other calls and Matthew Lord's words at the screening make it. I feel like that's not above them, bro. I feel like they could absolutely write that in later. Like, they're gonna be grasping for ideas, so it might happen, man. I'm gonna kind of speed up and drowning in comments here. Yeah, exactly, dude. Pro Lube. I'm gonna call you Lube. Can I call you Lube? Lube. I'm gonna burn it all down. Yeah, it's so stupid. They baited us with that fucking it all ends where it begins crap, dude. That first scene had nothing to do with anything. It didn't. It was just for the ads. So lame.
That was my favorite part of the film too.
I wish the ending of 6 would have had something to do with the theater being burned down and all the Ghostface stuff being burned, and Sam could have thrown Billy's mask in the fire. You met the end of 6.
Oh, end of 6. Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? I met Serena Vincent twice. Very kind, beautiful, and a cool chick.
She was cool. We met her.
Did we?
Yeah,
I
at a
met her.
convention.
I did. I don't think.
Yeah. Remember the purple dress?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I got a bad memory. I don't remember what I ate for dinner tonight.
Okay.
Was she at Casey Crypticon?
Yeah.
Okay, then I met her. But I don't remember her, man.
Real nice, yeah.
We didn't do an interview with her, did we?
No, we should have.
Okay. Doug Bradley's really nice. Yeah, I'm sure he's nice. I always think of when we were trying to get
for an interview.
We were trying to get a chance to talk to him, and he's like, he looked bored out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
Bored out of his mind. He doesn't ever look like he wants to be at these conventions. When I've seen him do interviews and stuff, he seems really cool and really happy. Like he's like, I'm very happy to have the Pinhead character. It's great, the fandom. But when you see him in real life, I'm like, if time allows. But he might have just been having a bad day.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a bad experience meeting someone? Are you sure you want to open that fucking can of worms, Arcane? What's up, Arcane Sparrow? Do you guys want to hear this story for the millionth time? We'll just keep it short and say Tom Savini was a bad experience.
Yeah.
And albeit funny, like it's been fuel for many fun stories and
it's in the Revival House lore. Let's just say
and Fred the Hammer cracks me up.
Fred the Hammer. Yeah.
It's hard to say it was a bad experience because it's just fucking hilarious. But yeah, he was an asshole. And he really insulted me good.
In front of his mother, which is funny.
Yeah, he really cut me down to size, dude. So fucking
your boy needs to stop watching so many cartoons.
Okay, long story short, I didn't know he played fucking football. I'm a movie guy. I was at a movie convention. I don't know about football. I wasn't at a sports convention, and we were in Kansas City, and I asked him, "Oh, you played?" My mom knows football, and so it somehow kind of came up, and maybe she said something like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch you, whatever." And I was like, "Oh, you used to play football?" Because we're outside. He's smoking a stogie, trying to get away from all of us, and he comes outside where they're all around because everybody's partying in the parking lot. And I'm like, "Oh, you play football?" And he's like, he looked at me like he was not amused. I was like, "Where? Oh, who'd you play for?" And he just goes, "Kansas City Chiefs." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And he looks at my mom and says, "You need to tell your boy to stop watching so many damn cartoons." And he walked away. I'm like, "Fucking ouch." And the whole weekend, he was like, we're asking, "Hey man, are you going to be around?" So one never knows why I might be.
Yeah.
One never knows. You could tell.
Interview. Yeah.
You could tell it was his first convention. Like he got roped in by his manager or whatever, his agent, and you could tell he was not having a good time. He's like, "I don't like this shit."
And he ended up leaving early. I think he left.
And he fucking skipped
Saturday.
down like mid-Saturday, the busy day.
Yeah.
And he's fucking, you could tell, he's like, he was not having a good time. He's like, dude, he probably fired his agent after that. Like he was surrounded by all these honky cracker nerds, dude. Like, we're a bunch of jive turkeys to him, dude.
He's funny though. I mean, he plays as himself. He plays the Hammer.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's so funny. And like, it kind of feels like character to him. Like, you know what? At the same time, I'm not disappointed. But I'd feel better about it if I was you. He insulted me. Like, you should think it's funny.
Oh, I do. I think it's hysterical.
Warwick is super nice. I can't wait to meet Warwick.
Yeah.
Is that how far I am in the comments? You guys are still
there's a lot of comments, dude.
God dang. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna kind of have to skip a little bit.
Yeah.
Drake and Walhalla so ready for the new Scream movie.
Scary movie.
Oh, Scary Movie.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
I can't wait for that.
That got the biggest pop out of the whole movie for me.
Yeah.
Dude, when they had the Terrifier, dude, and the kid had the ball sack. Like, what the fuck is this? The nut sack.
What was he saying? What was he saying? Like, I don't even know how I could say it, but the Wayne's brother popped out of the door, and he was like, "What do you mean by half?" I don't
remember what they said either. And he pops up, was like, "What do you mean by half gay?"
Half gay or something,
or something something like that. It's so funny.
It's hysterical.
I can't wait. And we have to do Scary Movie.
Yes.
So we got to hype up Scary Movie 6 when that comes out, and then we got to watch at least the first two Scary movies.
One and two.
That's all I want to say. Even though it'd be interesting if Charlie showed up, dude. Let's just keep him out of it. All right. Gamer Guy knows the lore. Tom Savini. He's heard it. He's been around. Usually in mysteries, there's always that one Ethan Embry that pops out, the medium suspect. Yeah, he had a little. It's like in Wayne's World. He had an awful lot of information for a security guard, don't you think?
Oh yeah, that's hysterical. Dude.
It's like Ethan Embry's like that guy. Like he had this information. Kevin Williamson, Yaley, what's up? Kevin Williamson revealed that they shot an alternate ending where Stu as well. Yeah, everybody keeps saying this, and I didn't know this.
Maybe it'll be in the DVD or something.
Or they're going to use it. Well, you know what? If the audience hated it for this film, maybe they won't bring them back. Like shit, that didn't go over well.
Yeah.
They honestly Drew Barrymore and McKenna Grace having a well-known actor die early in the movie. Yeah, without actually being, it's like a rite of passage though. Like I think if you die in the intro pre-title card scene, that's almost like, oh, that means you are a bigger actor. Because Drew Barrymore, you know, Drew Barrymore famously did it. She was the biggest star in the movie at the time.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, and then but yeah, she was just like one of the first friend kills. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of like in a lot of shit now, dude. She's kind of becoming an it girl. So yeah, they might have wished they kept her alive because McKenna Grace is blowing up. You know, she might be like an Ortega type.
Yeah.
King Matthew, I actually think they gave McKenna Grace the Scream 2 Sarah Michelle Gellar treatment. Because at least McKenna made it past the opening. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because because Cece died early. Wasn't she like the second person to get killed after the opening?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, so maybe that's a good point. Like it wasn't a sign of disrespect. Arcane, have you guys ever had a bad experience? Oh, wait, I think did I already answer that? The same question. I enjoyed 6 until the killer reveal. I was rolling my eyes. It was so stupid. That seems to be the general consensus. I still think Stu is somewhere, says WRX. It would be perfect way to end the franchise if Stu kills Sydney. I mean, I guess it would
That'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
I'll never forget what you did to my best friend Billy.
Yeah.
The fact Jessica killed her own son was crazy. She's like far more dangerous version of Mrs. Loomis, except Jessica actually killed her child. I don't think she did.
No, I think
she okayed it because in the bar, dude, Ghostface in the bar picks him up by the shoulders, lifts him up off the ground, and puts him over that
beer tap.
The beer tap and stabs him. Dude, I don't even buy Ethan Embry being able to pull that off because he looks so frail and short and a week older guy. But I just don't think it was the woman, dude. I just she didn't say that she actually did it at the end. She just said that her son had to die. It was just like his old man. That's all she said. So, but you know what? I wouldn't put it past him because, like I said, there's so many fucking like lazy things in this script. Maybe they just kind of went with it, like whatever. You get that Ghostface strength when you put that mask on.
Hey, you never know.
I actually respected Mark for tackling the first Ghostface into the yard in the first half. Dude was fucking around at first. Wasn't fucking around. No, I enjoyed that whole thing. I thought that was really cool. I liked because I liked it because I'm always saying, how come nobody fucking just tries to give Ghostface the business? Everybody runs, and you always know it's usually some stupid kid for the most part. And yeah, the cop did more than Dewey ever did as a cop. You know, Dewey never tried to fucking attack a Ghostface, so I kind of liked the brawl. I thought it was kind of cool.
Well, he did try to attack Ghostface, and he got killed.
No, he didn't. He attacked the first one, and Gale ran him over. The second one gave him the spring. That was Ethan Embry or whoever. Because he was just in his like garage.
I was talking about Dewey.
Oh, Dewey. Sorry. Yeah. Do you guys think Gale would make a good Ghostface? No, it would make no sense.
Yeah, I can't.
Pop Coronary. There you go.
Hey, James.
7 almost sounds like one of those forgotten screenplays that gets pulled out of a bin and repurposed into a popular IP sequel. Yeah,
pretty much.
Because it really is just sort of a kind of a shallow slasher, like meat and potatoes slasher. It's got none of the meta stuff. It's got none of, that I could totally see that. Tom Pranks, what's up? Do you guys think the new Mandalorian movie will not be that good? I don't care, Tom. I don't think Todd does either.
No, I'm not really into the Mandalorian stuff.
And when you say not really, not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
No,
I'm into the horror genre. That's all I watch, man.
I'm not into it either. My wife actually made me watch the first 2 seasons with her. You know, I let my wife dictate what we will watch because there's only so many things we can watch together. So I'm like, yeah, I've been watching Bridgerton with her.
Bridgerton, okay.
Yeah, it's like a drama on Netflix. That's like a period piece drama. So whatever, man. Like I'll watch anything with my wife. I don't really care because I'm never gonna watch it otherwise. Yeah, no. I did not see the new Mandalorian. It's gonna be a movie though, by the way. It's not just a show. They're actually coming out with a movie.
Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe
I
that's
guess.
a smart move with as big as whatever his face is, guy that's trying to convince everybody he plays for one team, but he doesn't. What's his name?
No clue.
God, he's one of the biggest actors out right now. He was at the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny. What is his fucking name? He's in The Last of Us. God, you're unking so hard, Todd. So much fucking unk sauce coming out of you right now.
Oh,
What-
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal. One of the biggest actors in the world. It's so funny. We're unking over here.
Well, I don't.
I'm gonna keep saying that, dude.
Well, like I said, I don't watch a whole lot of like Star Wars stuff anymore. I used to watch back in the day. Now it's just all horror films, pretty much, or series, that sort of thing.
Billy the Kid, Tatum's boyfriend, was giving me vibes of a mix of Sus Billy and Jerry O'Connell combined. Sus Billy. I hope they bring back Stu. That way I can charge more for photo ops. Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, Stu is a working actor, bro.
Well, is he gonna sign his AI photo, dude?
You really think if like I don't think he's at the level where they could present him with the worst fucking script that makes no sense, and it shits on the Stu legacy for him to be and he's still gonna say yes.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be like, nope, I'm gonna pass. That's a terrible idea. No, he's gonna take the money. So I'm definitely not gonna listen to the working actor if I'm the director. Okay, I'll keep you alive. Sure, I'll call you.
I'll call you.
Why don't you eat up and we'll tell you. How's your burger? The Stu, dude. They fucking just poison him. All right. The approach. Oh yeah. Thanks, Gamer Guy, for telling everybody about the Tom Savini story. Arcane. Pretty much what happened. They approached him for an interview, and he gave him the look of the interim Sunday Mass.
Yes.
Oh, his more like Sunday ass for that guy.
Yeah.
Because he was just trying to get a bunch of tail all weekend.
Yeah.
I think Sid's daughter should be a ghost face that keeps Sydney in. Oh, by the way,
I didn't like her.
I like the actress. I just think
Yeah.
that the casting was weird, and she actually didn't work for me. It's all the writing. It's 100% the writing. It's not these actors. It's the writing. And I cringed, dude, at the end where she did that callback. I'm Sydney fucking Prescott's daughter.
Oh yeah.
Like, how did she, if you don't tell her anything about your past, how did she know that you said I'm Sydney fucking Prescott in like whatever movie she said that in? Because that's all it was a callback. It's cheesy, dude. Didn't like it. Bring Joel back. Who's Joel again? I don't know who Joel is.
So many characters. It's hard to tell.
So many, dude. You guys should watch our ranking of the characters tier list. It's so funny because we just have like all their faces in this tier list. And I'm like, God, who is this? We do the wheel and we land on a name. Like, God, who is this? Tom. Who's Tom?
Yeah, I have to go back through my notes.
God,
and
Jerry. Where do we put Jerry on here? Jonathan Perman, welcome to the chat. What did you think of the new Backrooms and the Bride movie coming out soon? What is Backrooms? The Bride is the
Bride looks cool. That's the one with
Maggie Gyllenhaal directing. She's directing it.
Yes, I do want to watch
I
that.
don't know if she's in it, but it's got Christian Bale. What is Backrooms? I'm not sure what that is.
Backrooms is I haven't watched a trailer. This is an A24 one as well. I'll watch a trailer of that tonight. But speaking of new films, we are doing a spoiler-free review on Wednesday of Dolly. So come back.
Starring Stifler.
Yeah, starring Stifler. So come back. This is going to be a lot of fun to talk about. So no spoilers, but we're going to talk about it. So
Billy
come
the
back
Kid.
Wednesday night.
Hell yeah. It's going to be, as much as I've really enjoyed doing the Scream coverage, it is nice to be able to talk about a new movie because we've been Scream hardcore for like
2 months.
2 months. Fuck it. Scream in Outer Space is Billy. Title: In Space, No One Can Hear You Scream. How about In Space, No One Can Hear You Cream? I don't know.
I like Ghostface in Space.
Ghostface in Space. Well, I guess they could have like an Apollo, and then one of like that somebody at the space station is a Ghostface, and I'm pretty sure Buzz Aldrin wanted to kill Neil Armstrong for being the first man to walk out.
Scream X, that'll be Ghostface in Space, right?
You think they're gonna do that? They're gonna do Scream X. When you have like 10, you can't just keep putting in new because it looks cheesy. You gotta stylize. iPhone did it, Mortal Kombat did it, Jason did it. That's the hip thing to do. Let's see. Bring back Jay and Silent Bob. It's canon. They can fight Ghostface.
Oh,
That's why I hate 3, dude. Because yeah, Jay and Silent Bob exist in the Scream universe. Isn't that wild? Well, but they were on the Miramax lot. So were they supposed to be? I know they were walking around like Jay and Silent Bob. Is it possible they were the actors, Jay Muse and Kevin Smith, in character?
they were
Or-
in character.
I know, but were they supposed to be the actors on set for a Jay and Silent Bob movie, or were they playing actual Jay and Silent Bob?
I thought they were playing actual Jay and Silent Bob.
But why would they be on a Miramax lot?
I try to avoid that movie.
Okay. Yeah, they can fight Ghostface like Blunt Man and Chronic, dude. Sam
Blunt Man and
Lombardo.
Chronic.
I do like in that that movie where Cock Knocker, Mark Hamill, like that Cock Knocker. He's like, why do they call you Cock Knocker? And he's like, well, it's a funny story, you know. One day it's gone. He hits him with the dick. Oh, he's like, avenge me. he's got the big giant like novelty fist, dude. Cock Knocker. Pretty funny. Cotton comes back and wins an Oscar after saving Sydney and her daughter. Yes, please. Dude, at this point, if they're just going to resurrect everybody from the dead, bring back Cotton. He was one of the best
Love
characters.
Cotton.
To me, there hasn't been a good Scream movie since Wes died. I think the series should end. There's nothing wrong with a franchise ending. Everything dies, and it's better to die than become a joke. The studios will never. That's heresy.
No.
That nothing dies in
Halloween
Hollywood.
hasn't died.
No.
Friday 13th's coming back to life.
It's been Friday 13th. They've been he's been in a coma, and they've been trying to bring Friday 13th out of that coma. They don't want him to die. Nightmare on Elm Street, they're gonna find a way. They're not gonna let that's been dormant a really long time now. It's gonna come back. No one's gonna let that stay dead. But I'm with you. I wish they would just make something else. Use all this talent instead of having them pump out these shitty sequels where it's getting harder and harder to put these people to work on new stuff. Gamer Guy, am I wrong in saying I prefer the first Scary Movie to the first Scream? Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's not. Yeah,
especially when Scary Movie 2 is even funnier than Scary Movie 1, probably.
I agree. Back in the day, I would say no, but I liked 2 better almost.
Because it's got James Woods, dude.
These enchiladas.
Stu said on the first call that he stopped in Woodsboro, which makes me believe Maury burned down the house, since I think the first Stu call is real. Yeah, I mean, like I said, they'll probably make you all happy and make it real. Because like I said, I'm sure the writers are in this chat right now. They're like taking notes, like, okay, this is what they want. They want the precious Stu back. Write it down. He was behind everything. Oh, that's good. Oh, he was in 5. He did that. Oh, okay. He roughed up Gail's boyfriend in 6. Good stuff. Yeah, he's doing it. Scary Movie 7 should have the marketing mock Scream 7 freeze it all down and it's Ghostface with a fire extinguisher freezing the cast. No. When you said freeze it all down, I instantly went into the voice of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Freeze it all down. And it'd be like Mr. Freeze, dude. What if the what's it called? The stunt guys never accurately look like the actual actors. Like I said, it only looked like Jessica, whatever her name is, at the end when she was ready to reveal herself, like Stu. Then it looked like a woman coming out there because she's about to take off her fucking mask on camera. But when she's running around, it doesn't. What if like we had the same? And they were trying to throw you off in 7, by the way, because the stunt guy they had in that first goat was tall as shit.
Yeah.
He was tall and lanky. They did that intentionally. He was the tallest Ghostface we've ever had, except for Stu, obviously. But I think it'd be funny if you just had like a random fucking like, regular dude as Ghostface, but then when the reveal happens, he's like jacked and it's Arnold.
Warwick Davis.
Oh yeah, Warwick Davis. He's like, and he's like all short, dude. Like, how do we not know? Like, how did you lift up that guy and put him on the fucking beer tap? That doesn't make any sense.
They could have him at a little people convention.
Dude, I would love. What if we had a little person Ghostface? No, seriously. Yeah. And but you can't let it be a giveaway because there's like, what if we're like in a community, like the island of misfit toys, someone goes to like a town where it's all little people, misfit people, and then there's like a whole bunch of little people, and you don't know which little person it is. And this is totally insensitive.
Yeah.
But can you imagine how big the Ghostface mask would be? Okay, so we're done. Okay, Todd's giving me a look.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. First phone call, Stu, as I said, was the only quoted Stu. I'm sorry, I can't get up my head straight. Todd judges me, dude. You should see the Todd says outside of the stream, dude. It's funny. But he gives me the fucking the dagger eyes.
Well, somebody's got to keep the show running.
The drama teacher was creepy. Yeah, he was a bit of a red herring, I guess. But I'm telling you, the second you saw Ethan Embry, you're like, yep, it's all out. Nope, it's him. Ethan Embry, Doug Fu, cool name, Doug Fu 69. Ethan Embry is getting revenge for being put in Vegas Vacation and working with Chevy Chase. Poor damn guy. That's one of his best movies, though, man. It's one of his best movies. I love him in that. What does he say? Get your own monkey. Oh, no, his name is Rusty Gridwald. He's a C student.
Oh, yeah. Nick Papa Giorgio for humor.
But I love it when he's in the hot tub. And I said, get your own monkey.
He is pretty good in that movie.
I like Can't Hardly Wait too. It's a good teen movie. Gail was pretty offended during that one AI call scene where Stu mocks her losing her job. She called the AI a dumbass. I didn't lose my job, dumbass. Yeah, it's just something like that. She brought some of that Monica energy to this movie. Let's see here. Yeah, opening killer move like Stu. Stu like gutting people like McKenna Grace. I don't know, man. Lines up for me. Whatever you say, bro. Well, I would love for and the thing is if they actually put Stu in the next movie, you guys still can't come at me like told you so, because they can clearly make that decision after the fact. I don't know, man. I think it's so silly, but watch, they'll do it. Ernie Bird, how you doing, brother? If you've seen the movie Alone, something like that, but with Sidney and a ghost face, would have been way better than whatever we got here. Anything would have been. I would have rather watched the fucking Smucker's jelly guy whittling wood on the front porch. That's what I would have rather watched. It would have been better than this movie.
Yeah.
Which that was a fun little Easter egg.
Oh, it wasn't that bad. Look, but the reveal was bad.
Did you see what I did there? The Smucker's jelly guy is grandpa and son-in-law who was whittling wood in Son-in-Law.
Oh, that's right.
We have seen Smuckers, and they like Smuckers. It's got to be good. He was a Smuckers guy.
That's right.
Dropping some knowledge on you guys. You didn't ask for it. Deli Belly, how you doing? We need to move on from Sydney. 6 was a step in the right direction. 5 and 6, 100%.
Yeah.
And if it's true that the idea was for Sam to become like some like Dexter like killer, where she becomes like a ghost face that kills serial killers. I'm not saying that would have been a great idea or would have panned out, but at least they might have wanted to try different stuff.
I'd take it at this point.
At least they would have like trying to explore, because I don't see how it's going to survive for as long as they want to wring it out to dry. They gotta take some risks, man. And they almost kind of did that with 6. It didn't succeed in every aspect, but that's what it means to take a risk. That was funny, interesting technique. Love Mark Consuelos.
Yeah, he's great.
Man, Todd loves soap operas, dude. He's like watches this with his wife.
I used to watch that with my wife all the time. We watched Young and the Restless. I think that was our go-to for the longest time.
Matt Lillard's screening clip really solidifies for me alongside all the evidence that Stu's alive. I will say this. For a guy that really isn't in the movie, like, come on, he is, but he isn't. He is, but he isn't. He seems really excited at these press events. Like, he's the one coming out. Did you guys like the movie? Yeah. And I'm like, maybe he does have a secret deal, because he seems really amped. Like, wow, dude, you were Max Headroom. That's like if Eddie Furlong, because he provided mocap in Terminator Deepfake for that like PS3 Eddie that got killed. That's like him coming out at the end of that movie. So what's up, man? Did you guys like it? Let's hear it. Yeah. And I'll be like, what? No, dude, they did you dirty, man. God. Oh God, I lost a tooth. It just falls out. Ugh. Gail's bitch ass should have died in 5 instead of Dewey. I agree. Dude, 300% I agree.
Yeah. Dewey got better as the series went on.
And Gail just
got worse.
She has like a through arc in the film that she's in, like at the beginning, and then she changes by the end of that particular film, and then by the next film she just regresses back to the same Gail. There's like no like long-standing growth with her. Drives me fucking crazy, dude. Let's see. Sid didn't even get in the ambulance with her injured husband either. She was like, Gail, bestie. I know. Wasn't that funny? She didn't ride with her husband. Stay with your dad. She
Oh
didn't.
yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Well,
She didn't ride with her husband, dude. She's like, give me a minute. No, she didn't ride with her husband, dude.
but
She's
the
a
daughter was there, right?
She said stay with her dad. I think so. But still,
I would have
dude,
stayed. I would have had my wife stay with my kids anyway as well.
the what kids? The kid went with the dad.
Oh, she went with that.
And they wrote off her other kids. Remember,
Oh,
like they
yeah.
were just like at grandma's or whatever.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
She's supposed to have like 4 kids or something stupid. That's what they established, like multiple kids and like Scream 4 and 5 or Scream like 5. Yeah, she's got multiple kids. And at the beginning of the movie, talk about lazy, like, oh yeah, we'll see you this weekend. Tell Gram's hi. Like the rest of the kids are just with Grammy.
I didn't even realize that. That just went over my head.
But convenient bad writing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, how do we get rid of these little fucking bastards they wrote in? Because they were trying to get they were trying to like sunset her, like, you know, she has a family. It's like, god dang it, now we got to bring Sydney back. We got to explain all these fucking kids she's got. Fucking Rugrats. That would have been funny to have a bunch of like Sydney kids, dude, like little kids. It'd be like Home Alone. You got the little Fuller, dude, go easy on the Pepsi and stuff like that, and it becomes like Home Alone. Then Ghostface is like Harry and Marv. There's like 2 Ghostface, dude, and the kids just get the better of them the whole time. Like fucking, can you imagine the Ghostface coming through the doggy door? Oh, little jerk his arms, and they just got the masks on the whole time.
Oh god, now it's going off the rails.
I'm writing better shit than these guys.
You are, yeah.
Even though I didn't ask for your keys, yeah. Okay, she did call. He wasn't answering for obvious reasons. Okay, my bad. I might have missed that then. Thank you, Padskmore. Thanks for joining the chat. When you're in situations like that, I doubt you would be able to think to call someone for backup because you'd be freaking out too much. I don't know. You'd think you would call your husband, who's the cop, if you're freaking out. Like, hey, come on, you help me find her. You're a cop.
Well, no, she did. I mean, because he was dead or supposedly dead at the time, right? Sydney called when her daughter was in the store, and she was like, she tried to call him, and then the phone rang, of course, and he was wrapped up in the plastic.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll give him a point back.
Yes.
On the board.
There you go.
Doug, Sid wanted her husband to die because she wants to bang McDreamy guilt-free again. Yeah. She's like, you were supposed to be McDreamy, you fucking asshole. She was. She's like, I could have been in bed with you in this first scene.
She want to McDreamy.
Carlos Sandoval, how you doing, brother? He says, I love Scream 7. Great.
Awesome.
Like Todd said, I'm looking forward to watching it again when it comes to like Paramount Plus, I'm sure inevitably in a couple of months. And like I said, now then, just like 6, now that you got the shock of the reveal away, because it's a different experience watching it for the first time, because the standards are so high within yourself, because you're like, let me see if I can figure it out.
Because we watched all of them up until that point.
And also it's like, I feel like if I can figure it out, they failed. I don't want to figure it out. I don't want to get it right. And I'm constantly trying to pick apart the movie. And if I get it right, to me, that's like a doc. So, but now that all that's out of the way, I could probably watch it a second time and be like, okay, now let me kind of focus on the good. So we'll revisit it when it comes out and kind of give our opinions on how maybe we changed our mind or didn't. Daniel Fuller Designs. I love the movie. Awesome. Saw it twice. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I think it'll probably help too. I'm not going to see it in theaters again, but Todd's got free fart tickets, so he can go take his wife again.
Yes.
Billy the Kid Lawrence. What if they do stupid meta again? Like 3 and Scary Movie is now in the universe movie that parodied Stab, and Ghostface goes after the cast of Scary Movie.
That would be cool.
You got Marlon Wayans. What's Marlon Wayans' name again?
Not
Tiny. What is his name in that movie?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't think of it. Parrot. So just it's not realistic, believable. Y'all's criticism for the film is ridiculous. No, I mean, look.
Well, it's just our opinion. I mean,
it's stupid criticism. We're gonna have opinions on it. It doesn't mean like the film's not gonna have merit. And like I said, I like movies that are empty. Like I told you, I actually like Halloween Kills, and that's about as stupid as it can get sometimes, right? What is his name? Scary Movie. Marlon Wayans. Scary Movie. Shorty. That's right.
Yeah.
You guys short. That would be an interesting peanut butter and jelly sandwich, dude. So just okay. Sorry, we did that. He was trying to win her trusts. Okay. I agree, Daniel. Love the movie. Fans gave it a 78%, while critics gave it a 33%. F the critics. LOL. He's saying F us, basically. Well, that's
I'm glad people like it, man. Like I said.
I'm just grading it off the Scream scale. If I'm looking at it in general, it's totally fine. It's a 5 or 6. It's a 60%. It's totally enjoyable. It's fine. It's okay. But I'm telling you, I'm always going to compare it to the first Scream. Why wouldn't
Mhm.
I? And it's just like I said, diminishing returns. You can only do that first Scream once. You can only rock our worlds with that twist once. And let's see. Oh, let's see here. Biggest movie of the year. Is it going to be? Well, so far the year just started.
Horror, yeah, probably, but
Probably
biggest.
definitely for horror.
Mhm.
For sure. Isn't there like an Avengers movie coming out this year? I don't think Scream's gonna even be a fart in the wind till like
Probably.
when that stuff comes out. Billy the Kid Lawrence. I enjoyed the mother-daughter thematics of Seven despite some dumb choices. Sydney's my favorite character. I mean, yeah, I mean they clearly were listening to the fan base. I mean, people love Sydney. I just don't know what she can give at this point, character-wise. Yeah, like Sydney running down the street was dumb and not continuing to go to the shop while watching on the cameras. Come on, girl, don't let age make you dumb. Exactly. She could have like ran while talking. It's so silly. And again, Sydney should be carrying. I know she has a gun in the coffee shop conveniently. She has a gun in the office at the coffee shop.
She should have it all the time.
She should have one strapped to her ankle at
Mhm.
all fucking times because she could have went there with her own gun and not relied on your daughter to somehow master fucking handling a Colt Python or whatever the fuck she was shooting and not knocking herself in the ass, dude. Like everybody, like once they get a gun and Scream for the first time, perfect headshots, dude. Perfect
Terrible. Yeah,
stance, dude.
you know how difficult it is? She said center mass, and I mean, she definitely hit it.
Daniel Fuller. I like Chad and Mindy's chemistry, even at the closing when Mindy finally got to host the news and kept messing up. Funny as fuck to me. Yeah, I think their chemistry is cool as
I
brother
like
and
'em.
sister. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, AAA GLPD? I just joined. Did you guys dead hate Scream 7? Yeah, just catch you up. In general, it's an okay movie. But if we're grading it on the scale of Scream, it is the second worst. Just because the writing is so insulting. It's not that it's not enjoyable. I could totally watch this movie again. It's not that. But if I'm going to rank it, yeah, it's like nothing's going to be worse than the third movie. But this had some of the late, at least the third movie was trying something different, I guess. It was just too stupid. But seven,
That
dude,
voice changer makes it the worst.
yeah, it's almost like AI. it's almost like the fucking face changer. Like, I just want to see if I can do it. That's the dumbest scene in the whole movie, dude. Dumbest scene in the whole movie. The boyfriend with the stupid laptop. Yeah, I just think the writing is so lazy. It deserves to get that sort of like flack. That's it. I'm not saying it doesn't have merit and the kills aren't fun. I think the tone's fine. I like the first 30 minutes. I like that first Ghostface that gets plowed by Gale. All that stuff was pretty good.
The look of it is pretty cool.
But I liked all that up until Gale smashes Carl. Then after that, it's like, okay. Well, even then, I think we got like deepfake Stu at that point. Like,
that really took me
losing
out of the movie.
Sam Raimi's Scream would be nuts. It would. There'd be a lot of Dutch angles in that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Entertainment Wizard, welcome to the chat. She lost signal on her phone. She had to stay where she was. I get okay. Right. I get okay. Convenient. That's a convenient plot device. I get it. Okay. Hell no. Y'all tripping. We be tripping. Paranormal Ghostface. I'm just being stupid. I mean, I'm being as stupid as they are. That's I didn't really mean Eric Roberts to be Ghostface either. I don't want Ghostface in space. I'm just around. Mike Flanagan doing a Scream movie would be cool.
Yeah.
The director that made Sinners would be another great choice. Oh, Ryan Coogler. I think he's way too commercial. I don't think he would be doing a Scream movie, but maybe Mike Flanagan could work.
Mike Flanagan, that's a good one.
Let's see here. Gosh, dude. Okay, so Mindy succeeding Gale Weathers is a good idea. I agree. Get rid of Gale and make way for Mindy. I'm totally there.
Yeah, I like Mindy.
And guess what? If you actually make them be the successor and, Chad could be Kenny the cameraman or whatever, that gives them a purpose. And then we can get rid of Gale and we can actually integrate the twins into a story somehow for real and not just kind of waste them. So I agree with you there. The same vid where Lillard said he didn't want to be AI is the same screening vid where he said if you feel the film is real, Stu is also there stalking Sid, that it changes the dynamic of the film. I can't talk. Super Landed. Mikey Madison was called about a cameo in 7, but she declined and claimed her phone was broken, so she couldn't film it. Yeah, multiple people keep saying this factoid. I think you guys are getting fooled by fake articles. I saw the same article, and ChatGPT and Grok will both tell you it's fake. So I don't believe anything I read online. I'm just telling you guys, nothing. Oh, and Bruce Campbell has cancer. Shit. Yeah, we addressed that at the top of the stream, man. That really sucks. And if you guys saw his little release about it, he was as stoic as only Bruce Campbell could be. So hopefully we'll be seeing the chin back in action before too long. He clearly wants to get well enough, and he wants to promote this movie he's got out. So, and he was kind of vague on it. He just said it was not curable but treatable, which that doesn't sound very cool to me. It sounds like it's like, oh, we can't operate on it. It's just
it's not a tumor. Or
sounds like it's something like we can just prolong, which is kind of that's kind of sad. But we don't know. It's kind of his business to tell. Yeah, my profile pic is Mephisto, but the same thing since he's basically said. I said that. Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, fuck, I'm way behind on this.
Yeah,
sorry, man. I'll speed up. Todd's like,
yeah, we're already 2:30, man.
Oh, dude, you banned. I like that guy you banned. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
I mentioned that. Yeah, I have set John Bernthal at the Punisher at a convention by the bathrooms. He was leaving the photo op area, and my keyblade almost hit his cousin. Oh, like Sora, you do like the what's it called? Kingdom Hearts. He yelled, "Hey, don't hit my cousin, bro." Must have been a bad day. You sure? Was he being serious? I mean, because clearly it was like an accident. Yeah. Dude, I ran into John Bernthal like smack dab. I was working a booth at what is now, I believe, Phoenix Fan Fusion. I think it had a different name when I first moved out here, and I was working at a booth for some company, and I ran into two guys. I ran into Jason Momoa outside, not even just like kind of around downtown. Because the big convention center's downtown, so he was walking around downtown, maybe going to get food, I don't know. And I wasn't watching where I was going, he wasn't watching where he was going, and I fucking like ran into him slow motion. He was wearing like some like Hawaiian shirt with his like chest out, dude, and my fucking like face in his chest.
Like the cable guy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I got a chest full of mouthful of Momoa, dude.
You did.
Yeah, I got a mouthful of fucking his chest, his sweatshirt, and he was wearing like a fedora, dude. And
wow,
and he's a pretty tall guy because like
I bet your wife was jealous.
My fucking head just went right into his fucking chest cleavage, dude. And then when I was inside, yeah, I ran into John Bernthal too. He was the exact opposite because I'm like taller than he is. He's like super short.
He's short,
and he's got like a Newsies hat, and yeah, he wasn't watching where he's going. And he was nice to me though. Like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I was like, yeah, no problem. But yeah, I bumped into him too, man.
That's funny.
But I probably almost knocked him on his ass. Bridgerton season 2 was Anthony as lead, his peak sexual tension, especially the B scene. Don't know what my wife. I didn't start watching it until last season, and it was like a touch and go. This season, touch and go too. It's not my poison, but of choice. But yes, Doug. I can't read that unfortunately with the words in there. But yes, Disney did a no on Star Wars, and what's her face stepped down. What is her face? The Disney chick that's been doing all this to Star Wars. Can't think of her name.
Yeah, it was a few years. What was it? A handful of years ago, right?
No, she just stepped down.
Oh, just did. Okay.
The chick that's been running Lucasfilms and running Disney and running all the Star Wars pretty much since Force Awakens.
Oh,
I can't think of her name. I'm sure somebody will put it in the chat. Oh, Joel McHale. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I don't know why Joel wasn't clicking. I was thinking Joel like a last name like Billy Joel. That'd be a good scream. That'd be a good Ghostface. Billy Joel shows up. Bet you guys like that. Satan, you never even said hi, man.
I'm glad you jumped in though, man. Appreciate that.
Me too, man. You just hopped in here quiet and then you're going back to work, man. Well, thanks for joining us. And yeah, hope to see you Wednesday. We're gonna be talking Dolly. Derek, freaking Miramax cut. Let's see here. I'm going to read some newbies here and we'll call it a day. WRX, if they really want to reissue us that Stu's dead, I feel like this one would have been the one, showing where he was buried and maybe even digging it up. Oh, dude, like Charles Lee Ray. Oh, you stupid bitch. You broke my neck when they dig up Charles Lee Ray's corpse in Hackensack, dude, to get the amulet. And he's like the skeleton. I love it when they open the coffin and his corpse, and there's a skeleton. It's like a rat coming out of his eye. And Chucky goes, "Ugh, I did not need to see that." The rat going, and then she's like telling him to take off the amulet gently, and she breaks his fucking neck off his skull. Like, "Oh, you stupid bitch! You broke my neck." So funny. Yeah, Charles Lee Ray should be Ghostface. Totally legal. Totally checked my totally legal copy of Scream 7. Tatum is not in the ambulance with Mark at the end. They leave him in the back by himself and close the door. Poor guy, dude.
Yeah.
If they were going to kill Mark off, if they were going to kill Mark off, I feel like it probably will be in Scream 8. All right, so let's last few comments, guys, and we're going to start wrapping up here. Plowed by Gale is crazy wording. Hey, she's into it. Todd told me so.
I'm not.
He's all.
That's all Dewey. That's all.
We used to call him Peg. Peggy. Peggy. Face Ghost Coast to Coast. I used to love Space Ghost, dude. I used to stay up late and watch that on the Cartoon Network.
Sci-Fi. Was it on Sci-Fi?
Oh, I think it was on Sci-Fi at a point, but then it moved to something like that. I want haunted Michael Myers mask like Final Friday, the Ghost of Michael Myers. I just spent a whole bunch of money on some masks. I pre-ordered those all those Hellraiser masks, dude. Yes, kill Gale, please. That should be the title of this video, dude. Yes, kill Gale, please. I've tried to apologize to Bernthal for nearly a decade, but he keeps canceling every time I go to an appearance. I doubt he remembers.
He's avoiding you, Billy.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to go back to that Keyblade, motherfucker. I ain't going to that con ever again. Everyone tells me Bernthal's the nicest dude, so I think it was a bad day. Yeah,
I'm sure.
You never know, dude. Like those guys, those really busy cons, they might meet a couple of fucking weirdos that overstep and say some. You never know who might put them in a mood. I could just imagine what Momoa said after that incident. Oh, dude, I got to watch where I'm going. I could see him saying something like that. I don't really remember what he said. Yeah, something like that. But he's probably like, man, I like to feel your lips on my fucking pecs, dude. You want to hang out later?
You probably have a chest hair in your mouth, dude.
I probably did, dude. Like, how did a pube get on your chest, dude? Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy. She stepped down. Yeah. Wonderful stream, guys. Yeah, we're going to wrap up. I think it's a great place to call it. Thanks, Billy. You know what? It was really cool to hang out on a Monday because we never do that. We're typically Wednesday and Friday. This week was just a little different, but that's usually what it'll be. If you're new here, please, hopefully you subbed and like the stream and do check us out. We're live. Going forward, it's going to be altered a little bit. I know we do 8:30 Central Time, Wednesdays, 10 Central Time, Fridays. We're gonna expedite that by 30 minutes. That's the goal. So 8 and 10. But anyway, more or less the same. But check us out on those days. Dolly this Wednesday, Friday. Yep. I have to do the film festival, and then next week, what are we doing next week? Next week we're doing the members only commentary. So monthly, we do a members only commentary for those of you that choose to support us on Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. It's the same benefits and the same everything. It's just whatever ecosystem you prefer, but we do a members commentaries for you guys once a month. This, next week it is The Fanatic, directed by Fred Durst and starring John Travolta and Devon Sawa. It is painfully
cast.
Awesomely bad movie. So and then from there, like I said, I think we've been doing so much Scream. Some of you OGs, you guys might be totally over it. So we're going to go back to business as usual for a few weeks, of course. And, let us know. You want some Tales from the Dark Side. You want some Tales from the Crypt. You want some Friday 13th, the series. You guys want more, dare I say it, Freddy's Nightmares. Let us know what you want to hear. And we are at your disposal. We're all about it. So that's it. Thank you, guys. Drink the Stew-Aid. Or stop drinking the Stew-Aid, for crying out loud. Bye.
See ya.
Big thanks to the Revival House family. Your loyalty fuels our obsession with horror and lets us uncover the darkest, most twisted gems just for you. If you're not a member yet, consider joining the cult today. You'll get early access to videos, exclusive content, and behind-the-scenes scares you won't find anywhere else. Until next time, this is Revival House, your home for horror. And remember, we'll leave the house lights off for you.